starting in a few seconds. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Alright.
Welcome back to round 4 of the Eastern Asian Youth Chess Championship. I'm back with our 5th, and well, actually games have just started, so I'm not going to delay you any further, and we're going to go straight into the games. Alright, so let's see what we have. Obviously many games in this round. We're going to start with board 1 because it looks like a crazy game. d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4. Okay, this line, d c5, castles. It's a very solid line for black actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. Black played b5. By the way, there is also the option of playing knight a6 here, but it's considered very risky. Yeah, a3 takes, knight c5, and I forgot exactly what was moved. I remember b4 was move that's worth considering. The knight e4, queen d4. Obviously, it's considered very risky. It's a little bit dubious because, of course, you give up the 2 bishops for not very much, but basically you're just going for active play. But okay, the Chinese, they're of course going to go for this line. a3, bishop c5, knight f3. So yeah, black has a very solid position. Usually they go for some sort of b6. I can't remember the exact move order, but I believe it was b6 here. Now, so by the way, one thing that I probably should point out is that, you know, there's a very typical trap here. After this, guess you guys can probably tell what's wrong with this, right?
Yeah, bishop takes and knight g4.
Exactly, yeah. Bishop takes f2 is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Takes knight g4 and the bishop says bye-bye. So that's why you're gonna say you're gonna play knight f3 first, and after b6 I think the main line is something like bishop g5. At some point the bishop can come back to e7. I believe you start with bishop b7, rook d1, bishop e7 at some point, and black will be playing for some sort of d5. Yeah, so it'll be something like knight c6, e3, and rook c8, and okay, bishop e2, and here it's a very solid line. I mean, obviously white has more space, it's more comfortable for white, but you know, black remains solid. It's not to everyone's taste though, this line. Yeah, so yeah. A6, bishop f4, b5 is very interesting. So in my time playing this line with c5, I don't play it anymore. But when I used to play it, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so yeah, I don't know too much about this line. So before check and played it instantly. So definitely this is preparation.
Yeah, maybe I think so.
100% it's preparation.
Yeah.
There is no way that he's just blitzing and bluffing. Yeah. By the way, I was also thinking why not, you know, queen a5 instead.
Yeah, I thought he was going to queen a5.
I guess the only
c3,
move is knight c3. And
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Knight d5 maybe bishop d2.
Yeah. That's why I
not so sure.
I didn't understand here what was he going to do.
Yeah, maybe here there's no follow up, because the queen also is a bit exposed with the bishop here. I was thinking why are you not like going for bishop b4 here, but maybe you just go like bishop d2. See, I'm not threatening ab, but maybe next move I will play rook c1.
Of course.
And then I will be threatening ab.
Yeah.
And there will be some discoveries. So I understand this decision to give a check bishop b4. Also because it's computer's decision, who can you know, contest what the computer says, right? We cannot, certainly not. Bishop b4 check, and okay, bishop d2. Sorry, bishop b4 check, and they're still thinking, yeah. Okay, I mean bishop d2 looks like the most obvious, right?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, you could also go for knight c3, obviously.
Yeah, but
knight d2 maybe not. But bishop d2 seems very logical.
Oh, bishop d2 play it. Is it?
Oh no, it's still thinking.
Oh, it's still thinking.
I would be thinking if I was white. This is dangerous, yeah? this type of prep, they can be very dangerous, especially if opponent is blitzing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think White should be very, very careful here. Because
It's
generally
true,
these
it's true.
guys, they don't bluff. Yeah, the kids, they are not savvy enough to bluff here. So it is probably some sort of long-winded preparation. So bishop d2. You know, it's a bit strange. I don't really see the compensation.
Yeah, that's why.
Maybe you take and like what? There's nothing, yeah?
That's nothing. If I play White,
I would
maybe
be
I'll-
happy, but
yeah,
at the
I
same
just-
time, you can't be happy when your opponent has like so much time, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Because it means that he has probably checked it like 20 moves deep minimum, maybe more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would not be too happy here probably. But okay, bishop d2 takes knight d2.
Bishop
I don't
d7.
understand. Let's check the
Yeah,
engine. Did he just mess it up or what? No, he couldn't have, right?
Postpone already. Like D2 is the best here.
Apparently bishop d2 is bad. Knight c3 is equal. And bishop d2 is bad because what? Bishop takes knight d2 and knight c6. Oh wow, and then you're going for like bishop a6 and knight d4 ideas.
You see?
This is okay. So maybe I should not do this. I should play like knight c3 back. Sorry, e3 bishop a6 and then maybe knight c3 back.
D3 is the best for White.
But then
I think knight c6.
black takes on f1 and disrupts our
Knight
chances of making castling. So knight f1. What happens here?
D5.
Oh wow, and black just pushes d4, yeah? Wow. It's pretty epic this. And you just push d4, it's unstoppable. If I go rook d1, it doesn't stop, or it is worse, yeah? It is even worse. Queen b6 and you go rook d8 and still d4 comes. And it's even worse because I got no development. Okay, I think we can understand. Let's go. Yeah. Because once d4 comes, it's annoying. And we haven't castled yet. If we already castled, then we would be better. But we have not castled yet. So only move is, I mean, according to this low depth engine, I assume that they have checked it. Not I assume. I'm sure they have checked it at higher depth and somehow made it with knight e4, queen a5. Okay. Okay, so very interesting. It seems that black has full compensation here, yeah?
Yeah.
And yeah. It's not a nice situation to be in if you're the white player, because white was like 2200. He's playing a 1900 who is blitzing. It is not a good thing. So we are not predicting great things for that game, but well, maybe I shouldn't predict yet. You know, things are still heating up, but I think it will be very interesting. Certainly, white is now under pressure. It's not what you could expect. Yeah.
Panov variation.
What?
Here, Panov variation.
Yeah. Classic stuff.
Yeah, Panov.
Castles.
Castles.
Do you know anything about this guy,
Yeah,
Nizam?
yeah, of course.
I've heard of him. Don't really know much about this guy.
I really know him because he's one of my prep also.
Ah. So this your prep, yeah? This King's Indian?
No, because he played that, so I'm just following him.
Ah. He's going to go for bishop f5 or going to go for a6?
I think it will be a6.
A6, yeah? And okay, you have some prep here. We're not going to review that. We don't want to review too much prep, yeah? Okay, the other game is still heating up. This game is just starting out. Nothing here at all.
So
I don't know why. I think the moves haven't been updated yet. So we will see.
it's crazy as well.
Oops. Sorry, which one?
There.
Oh, it's knight on
crazy.
d3. How did that happen?
That's why it's crazy already.
c4, e6. Oh, it's this line.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not that line.
He's not Panov winning.
No, because the Panov was c6, yeah?
Yeah, that's why.
So it's like, from my understanding, this is a good version for black, yeah? Because there is no of this annoying bishop b5 check.
Yeah.
Actually, what happens at the bishop b5? It's just like block, bishop d7 or what?
I think just bishop b7 here.
What happens here?
And then maybe b5.
b5 is what you do in the Panov, yeah? But here it's like, it's a bit more double edged because this pawn on c7 is...
And then bishop g4 here, I think.
Actually, is that queen e2? No, but queen e2 maybe... Yeah, maybe queen e2, yeah? Because okay, queen e7, maybe now I drop back. I definitely cannot take because you take.
Yeah,
But I just drop back. You need to block by the queen, by the way, because if you block by bishop, then free pawn.
Yeah, indeed.
So queen e7, and maybe I just say, okay, I drop back.
And
If you
then
want to
here-
develop, you must take, and then it will be
I think here, I think just bishop g4. I think
is bishop g4. Okay, I will just
f3.
let's just normal play.
F3 bishop c8.
Yeah, but okay, this is different situation from the other one. Yeah.
I'm not really sure of this, but it's one of the ideas in Scandinavian actually. Knight c3 bishop b7 here.
Yeah, but okay, slightly different. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, slightly bit different.
Knight c3.
Maybe b4 I think is playable. Hey, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, before maybe I might say, okay, I go knight e4.
Yeah.
Or something.
Maybe.
And bishop b7, I will grab that pawn.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe you have to play a6, yeah. But okay, maybe now I still insist.
I know.
Because I want to play knight e4, but I also want to force some concession.
I'm not really sure here.
You might have to play b4,
Yeah,
otherwise it's crashing
have.
through.
Yeah.
Then I play knight e4. This is probably quite nice for white.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's see what they say. Let's see what the engine says.
Oh, 2 already.
Very good. Okay.
Nice.
I think b5 is wrong, yeah? Somehow.
Yeah, b5 is wrong, I think. Okay, I just.
I mean, the pawn was on e7, yeah, then maybe that's the way, yeah? But
no,
I don't know. This doesn't seem right.
Oh, see, b5 is correct.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
b5 is correct.
Is b5 best or?
Yeah,
It's one of the moves.
One of the moves, yeah.
Like
b5.
one of the moves. Queen e2 and you go.
Queen e7.
Why is this so good?
A5.
Why is this so good? A4?
A4, and then b takes a4. Rook takes a4, or bishop takes a4. Queen takes a7.
And then you just take d5, yeah? Alright. Okay, you have no problem there,
Yeah.
Or if I play a3, then you play what? A4. C5. No, that is not. Of course not that, yeah. Okay, maybe even just like say, okay, just play normal chess, yeah? And bishop d6. Okay, maybe that's the way, yeah? So knight c3, knight takes, knight f3, knight b4, d4, bishop f5, check. Is d4 correct? I don't know. But it looks interesting what this is. Knight d3 check and just say king f1. So what is saying, okay, I cannot castle, but I'm... Actually, white is not trapping that knight, yeah? Because there's always knight takes c1.
Yeah.
And the bishop, you don't actually even have to take now, because if you move bishop... Oh wait, you might have to, because I might be threatening something like bishop g5 or something. Because knight b2 is never working because of queen e2 check, yeah? So... Maybe you might have to take, yeah? Let's say you try something like this. Bishop e7. Just to deal with the bishop g5 stuff. And also deal with queen e2. Looks playable, yeah?
Yeah, it's playable.
Looks very much playable.
Looks good.
Oh, is it? Do I have this move? Because now I'm realizing that if I take, then I have this. The knight is in trouble, yeah? So maybe this is not playable. So maybe what we need to do is we need to take on c1 now.
Yeah.
So that the knight is not trapped. And then we go some sort of bishop move. But here this allows white to play d5. That's so dangerous now I'm thinking. Because maybe castles, okay, knight d4. That's of course the idea, yeah? But maybe this is not so dangerous. There will be some compensation. Yeah. You could even do maybe something like this.
Very passive one.
It is, but we are threatening, black is threatening CD, which forces me to take, yeah? Knight c6, and yeah, it's a slightly worse structure for you. And yes, I will press this for a long time. But objectively, it shouldn't be much, because, okay, it's open position with this bishop, and your rooks will get good play along the default.
Yeah, indeed.
So objectively, this should be quite balanced, I think. Also, fact is, my king is a bit exposed, which, you know, that could be a factor that, you know, gives black some counterplay as well. So I think this will be quite balanced. Yeah, it is. Dead equal. Okay. Let's see if knight c1. I just want to check if knight c1 is the right way.
No,
Yeah, knight c1, yeah? Because otherwise, there could be problem with bishop c2.
Yeah.
That is the thing. So you better take while you can. Bishop e7 and okay, d5 is nothing, yeah? I don't understand bishop c2. Feels weird. But okay, maybe this bishop is not doing anything. This bishop is great, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's also counterintuitive, yeah? Because we learn, you know, IQP, don't trade pieces.
Yeah.
We're just saying that's one of the golden rules of IQP. But nowadays with computers, you know,
Yes.
we realize it's not so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess also he's saying that bishop on f5 is just a good piece. Yeah. Takes, and he wants to take back, I think, with rook, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, rook takes.
He wants to take back with rook. So one idea is to play d5, takes, and play rook d2. And usually in those cases, if we can get the knight to d5, we will be slightly better actually without too much risk. So we'll see. We'll see if that works out. Okay, should be about equal, of course. I don't think this line is that dangerous for black. Otherwise, it would be played more.
Yeah.
Usually, e4 is not played here. Yeah, because maybe she is confused with this line. Yeah, knight f6, knight c3, which is actually dangerous. d5, and this time with e5, and then the main line is d4, takes, and bc. Yeah, queen f6, and now you go d4, and you play knight f3, bishop g5. Yeah. And this line can be dangerous for black. Okay, so we're gonna come back to this game. Some of the games are still updating, so this looks like your line, yeah? And my line as well.
Rook is blind.
Bishop e3, f3. Yeah, we were talking about queen d3 that day. It's also a very dangerous way to play. It's also the modern way to do this. But okay, once white has played f3, this is a slightly different system. It's usually connected with putting bishop on d3. These lines, because a lot of times the reason why they put the bishop on d3 is because in a lot of these lines, yeah, we're going down this line, yeah, rook fc8, bishop d3. Because normally the main move order is instead of bishop e2, you play bishop. Instead of f3, you play bishop e2.
Yeah.
Castles, queen d2, bishop e6, f3, queen a5, and this is very, very old and very classic line. Rook c8, rook ac1, a6, and now knight a4. This line has been known almost since beginning of time. Queen d2, king d2, knight d7. And now main move is g4. Because the whole point is that black wants to play f5. That's one of the reasons black played knight d7 instead of move like rook c6. Because actually I had this position before. The first time I didn't know what to do, I played rook c6. And I actually was slightly worse and somehow made a draw against some GM. But it was not pleasant. But okay, the main line is this, g4, f5. And there are two ways to take. gf is one way, but ef is the main line. gf and h3. And now now this line continues, yeah. It's not that simple. If I'm not mistaken, the main line is the whole idea of black is to prepare move like d5, yeah. Oh wait, it's not h3, I think it's g5, yeah. Oh,
so good.
I think it is g5. No, it's h3. That is also it's h3 followed by f4. That is the whole point. Yeah, now you play rook f8 and then f4. And here actually main line is to play rook a to d8. And the whole idea is black wants to play d5, and after takes on d5, play knight f6. And the reason why black doesn't play d5 right away is because there is this c5 move that you have to consider. Oh wait, is it c5? I think it's c5, yeah?
Yeah, most probably c5.
And now I'm looking at it, maybe there's d4. I need to check this little bit first. No, it's not c5 now. There was a reason why you don't do this. I haven't checked this line in a long time. It's been such a long time since I checked this. G takes. This was back in the days where I used to play this. But basically it's not that accurate to play f5, to play d5 right away. But it's better to play rook d8. Oh yes, because the thing is that you want to, after d5, be able to take and go knight f6 and recapture on d5 with the knight. So that is the whole point of this slide. Yeah. So okay, yeah, I had some games in this line in the past, for sure. Now, why did I show that? Because this is why players play bishop d3. Because actually bishop is much better placed on d3 to deal with f5. Yeah. So if we take that same line, a6, knight a4, takes king d2, knight d7, g4. Actually, black cannot play f5 now. So bishop on d3 is actually an improvement. And this is the reason why they play f3 instead of bishop e2 first. Okay, there are some drawbacks, in the sense that you cannot go for any of those f4 lines anymore. Those queen d3 and f4 stuff that we're talking about. Once white has committed f3, that obviously cannot work anymore. So, okay, let's go back and see if there's anything else. Alright, we haven't actually seen what happened. Wait, that didn't actually happen in the game. He played bishop d3, a6, knight d5. Yeah, this is another way to do it. Yeah, takes king d2, knight takes, and obviously white is taking with pawn. Yeah, because generally speaking, these structures, they are not very dangerous, because black usually just ends up swapping rooks, and the more pieces get swapped off, the happier black is. And white is actually a higher rated player. Yeah? Now, I should mention there is one interesting idea you can try here as black. Yes, after let's say a move like g4, in case white is worried about f5. There is also this idea, bishop b2. And the point is, you want to force white to take and give up c-file. You almost force white to take and give up the c-file. And after rook b1, well, we can go back, or we can even consider putting bishop on a3. I mean, here there's b4, so it's always a bit risky. But even if you go back, alright, it's almost like forcing all the trades, yeah? Say bishop g7. It's quite equal, this position.
I think it's very over here.
Or you could even throw in bishop c3 before you go back, yeah? Like check first and then go back. I'm not sure which one is better. So that's why they take e takes d5. And now it's actually quite imbalanced because black usually is trying for break like b5.
Yeah, of course. In this position.
Generally speaking, if black can get b5, he will not be feeling too bad about himself because there will be some counterplay on the queen side. At the same time, white's idea will be to play something like rook e1, yeah, and try to hit this pawn. So okay, white starts with a4. So white wants to clamp down on b5. White would like to push pawn all the way to a5. And white is not so worried about moves like a5 because, fine, this majority has been stopped. But black also has no more counterplay. And now we start to pressure and double on e-file. And we can even consider pushing stuff on the king's side to try to create another weakness. So generally speaking, black is trying to avoid this move as much as possible. And he plays e6. Also another very standard idea. So the point is that, of course, black doesn't have really that much space, and this pawn on e7 is always a weakness. So after d takes e6, bishop takes e6, yes, you might say this pawn on d6 is, it's isolated and whatever, which it is. But we have got rid of this pawn on e7, and now white has to worry about d5 ideas, exactly. So it's a very typical way for black to sort of free up his position. Okay, we'll see how this one goes. So far it's looking quite balanced. Okay. I have Isaac. Okay. Zani Ong. Ongza. I don't know what's their first name. But Cambodian? Myanmar? I'm not so sure. One of these. I hope I'm not offending anyone. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the names. My apologies. Bishop b2, interesting. Why did black not take d4?
That's why I'm not understanding.
Because I'm like, why not f6? Yeah, why not d4?
f6. One golden rule for me lah. All gambit accept.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only way to refuse a gambit is to accept it. I don't know. Maybe knight f6 is theory, but I don't understand why you don't take it.
Not really.
You won't need block. Yeah, white will get back this pawn. There's no question. But at least white will be forced to make some weird moves like queen e2 to take it back. And you can think about some sort of knight c6, knight d4. I'm not saying it's good, but it's possible, yeah. Maybe even something like, yeah, just this knight c6. Is knight d4 a thing? Maybe not, yeah. Because of what? Queen c4 or? No, queen c4 is good. It's queen d3. Okay, the knight is dumb there. Okay, that much I can understand. Yeah, but also, yeah, there is this idea of taking takes and queen d5. Yeah, it's very standard. Yeah, like you see this also in the Caro-Kann lines.
Of course.
So, okay. Knight f6. Interesting. And play quite fast as well. So maybe it's his preparation. Knight d7, d4, d5. It's a very strange French.
Yeah,
with bishop on v2. My understanding is bishop is usually misplaced on v2.
It depends on the what version that you will play.
Yeah, but generally in conjunction with f4, it's completely misplaced, right?
Yeah, of course.
CD and
wow.
I don't understand this. What is his idea after bishop e2?
Not really sure.
Like queen c7, there's knight c3 minimum, yeah. So it's not something I'll be worried about.
Yeah, of course.
And then maybe the knight will just get kicked, yeah.
Yeah, maybe after this h3 before if they get kicked.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. And maybe try to bring knights somewhere on queen side, some knight a4, c5.
I love white for now. I love white, even though the bishop is kind of misplaced,
but I think also black has misplayed, yeah. I think if black didn't take d4, maybe black just. But actually, what does black do? Maybe he is worried that if castles f5, yeah, maybe he's worried.
It's f5.
I don't know. Maybe it's terrible. It could well be terrible, but I can understand why he would be scared of this. Yeah, because it's a line maybe you sort of know a little bit, but you don't know that much, and yeah, that can happen. It's probably a terrible move though. But what do you do against it?
Maybe I'll just capture.
You might have to take, yeah.
Yeah, I need to capture, and then I'm not really sure here, but
I mean, black has white's development is way behind, yeah. That's one thing I'm thinking of, but also how to exploit that. It's not so easy. Not so easy. No suggestion, no help from the chat today, unfortunately. What's the way? I mean, like I said, I could understand why he's understood.
Maybe rookie.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, queen h5 is not working for sure.
Of course.
What else?
f3.
Maybe just the normal development. No, but then now there is this. Now there is this. Because there is this now.
Yeah. That's why rookie.
Just want to wait for knight f3.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to do it more sneaky with knight e2.
If knight e2, I thought it would be like
f6 maybe you can do.
Yeah, maybe f6.
Of course, f6 is always risky, yeah, because you weaken this pawn.
I think it's still okay here because your knight is on e2, so it's blocking your queen.
Yeah, it's true. The whole point is that we don't want to run into.
Yeah.
But actually, even queen h5, knight f8 is maybe not so dramatic. Yeah. If queen c2, I guess just knight f8. Yeah, it's not so dramatic. Maybe it starts to get dramatic for white. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because
okay now.
No black.
Okay, now I take black every day.
Clearly black.
Any day I take black.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe more than okay. Yeah. Maybe more than okay. So I don't think you should be.
Wow. -3 really. Yeah,
by the way,
takes d4 so very good.
The best way is apparently this.
Yeah.
Bishop c8 and because there is now issues with f3, yeah?
Yeah.
This is very nice.
Check.
And now whichever one you take, you will be in big trouble.
It's very crazy.
Okay, but this is very hard to see, yeah?
Yeah.
Even for me now, I'm like, I don't understand what the full compensation is, yeah? Let's say you take.
Queen f5 check, of course.
Check, king g2.
G2, I think queen e4.
Alright, yeah. So the stuff here starts to hang. Yeah. Also, your rook starts to be in trouble, yeah. So here, queen e3. Wait, king e1, and do you go bishop g3 or no? It's too much.
Into g5.
What? Oh, so you just like say okay, just you cannot move anything.
but it's very hard.
You're what? You're like just asking about okay, make a move.
When there are now force moves, so sometimes you will be like, I don't see anything, and then
Yeah,
then
to
suddenly
me,
you
to me
blunder.
this looks unclear. Yeah.
Yeah, very unclear.
Then it's like -6. It speaks for itself. Apparently, the whole point is to just play rook e6 and rook a8, and you can do nothing.
Maybe.
Crazy. And if bishop c1, then queen f3. Yeah. Oh.
Bishop
Queen f3, rook
C1.
f1 though. So. Oh no, bishop c1 you take because it's pinned.
Queen e4.
You just take. It's pinned. Yeah.
If queen e4.
I think everything is winning. Yeah. Queen e4 maybe also winning. Yeah. That's true. Rook f1 didn't seem so clear, but okay. Oh yeah, and then also e2 hangs. Okay. Right. Some crazy line. So f5 is indeed terrible move.
Knight f3. Just knight f3. Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple developing move.
Interesting. So I don't know. Actually, it's not so simple. Yeah. It's not so simple.
What should me?
Castle's knight f3. Actually, what does black do again is a bit stuck here. Do you just play like a6, b5 because for some play here
Yeah,
or something?
maybe I would play that.
Standard, right?
Standard.
But I can understand why he's a bit.
I don't know b5 I think here.
I was gonna say I can understand why he's a bit apprehensive, but I mean, if you play the French, then you should be happy to play these type of positions, right? Otherwise, you better don't play French at all. You better play e4, e5 or play Sicilian if you don't like these type of positions. Yeah, but if you play those French structures, even to some extent, but mostly French, I would say to some extent Caro-Kann, but mostly French, you have to be comfortable playing these type of positions. Okay, so we're going to the next game. We come back to this game when there's more action.
That's crazy, that's crazy.
Because there are not much games with
Oh,
action so far. We have Xin Hao student, Ferris. Just saw Xin Hao in the hall. Hopefully he comes over.
Just ask him.
F3, E5.
Wow, I don't love this. I don't love
B5.
Yeah, D5 straight away.
This is big line. Yes, big theoretical line. C3 takes check. Knight takes E4. Wow. Oh yes, I remember this line. Yeah, it's supposed to be somewhat like some sort of weird equality, but I remember in the tournament where I made my first IM norm, there was this guy, he played this exact line as black. He needed to win. He got the win as well. So I think 3 of us got norms in that round robin tournament. It was crazy. Yeah, mainly because one GM was just like losing 100 points. That was why. So in order for that to be a play to get, in order for everyone to like do well, or for most people to do well, you have to have like 1 or 2 players who are just throwing points. And there was this GM and this 2450 that was just blundering everything. And they weren't even playing bad, they were playing well and then like just blundering. So it was even hard to explain. Which one?
Both of them.
This guy?
Yeah,
okay. But that was the only time they were blundering. Then after that, when I played with them again, I got into trouble because they stopped blundering. Yeah. Bishop d3, knight h5. Ooh, interesting.
I think this line I've played with Caruana before.
You teach your student this line?
I didn't teach other line, but I said you can play other lines, but you need to know others, need to know the ideas behind.
Yeah.
Well, I think this position is playable, but she need to find out how to develop the bishop on c8. You're
Not
closing
so sure about that, yeah? Because I always tell my students, because somehow c4 seems to be a move that a lot of less experienced players like to play a lot. But you have to, you have to be very, very careful pushing this one. It's not like it's bad or anything, but you have to be extremely careful. Yeah? You have to make sure that your play is coming much faster. Why did she not play b5 right away?
Maybe one double
Because you
bishop
know,
first.
as the Russians say, say A must say B. You must
Yeah.
push the pawn now.
H3,
A3,
A5.
A5, and now you go bishop B7. Put
Yeah,
the bishop on B7. It's
bishop
more active,
A6,
yeah.
I think is much. Bishop A6.
Because bishop B7 might be dealing with E4. Because
Yeah,
E4 I think will come now.
E4 is.
And the question is, do you take it or do you like let him push?
I think it's her opponent also play E4 after that.
You have to play E4, yeah?
That's-
Because the whole reason why why C4 is risky is because it allows this E4 idea.
yeah.
It also allows B3 ideas, but here I think it's pretty safe because black can meet it with B5, A4, A6. It's not like the Coven game where the whole queen side collapse. That is the worst thing that can happen when you play C4, yeah? But okay, B5, A3, A5. Okay, we're going to something similar. E takes. Interesting stuff. I'm not sure I would do that.
Yeah, if me,
I would be considering E5.
I just play E5 here.
I would be very tempted by E5.
Yeah, I would play E5 and then maybe.
Maybe he will play B4 for sure, guaranteed.
Of course. That's a main idea.
Maybe we just take it, yeah.
I just if it takes, it takes.
Because okay, we don't. I don't want to allow this big weakness on A3.
Yeah.
Takes and.
Takes here.
I'm thinking, do I take on A?
If you take, I think black will be better. I'm not sure, but
it's B3 and
yeah,
something I need to be worried about.
B3
so I'm tempted to play G4, but I'm thinking maybe B3 could be an issue. Rook A8. That's rook bishop. No, that doesn't work because I can take. Yeah. If you take here, it doesn't work here because I take F8 first. That is the key.
That's the key.
Because if I didn't have rook F8, then I lose. But I have rook F8 and finish because I win exchange and I win game.
Yeah.
So rook A8, you must take back, and now I play bishop B1.
Bishop B1, and now
you might have to go queen A. You cannot go queen A1 because of obvious reasons. Yeah.
I think he.
We have seen this tactic like a million times already, and it's only round 4. Yeah. But you might have to go something like G6 or something because you want to play queen A1. Because otherwise, how do you do that?
Yeah, G6.
But it's committal, yeah, because.
But I think it's okay because dark square bishop is still there, so
I actually think you might have to push something here.
Yeah. I think G6.
Because
G6.
my idea will be very simple. I will play G3, King G2, Rook H1.
Yeah.
Which will hit pawn on H7.
Yeah.
And if you play H6, I think would be the worst one because then G5 and opens everything. Yeah. So you might have to play G6 in any case.
Yeah.
So now you get actually this queen A1, yeah.
I don't know, maybe I try to find some sacrifice here.
Might have to go something like queen C1. It's still actually, it's still a little bit.
Rook A8 maybe. Yeah.
Okay, but Rook A8, how you will come it?
I'm not
you
sure.
will sack on A2 or?
Yeah, I was not sack on A2, but maybe I would play like kind of knight A3, knight B5, and then knight takes C3 or knight A3, and then try to create a postpone. But maybe after.
Yeah, but that will be hard, because I will take with queen, not with pawn.
It all depends. It all depends on what we'll play. No, maybe knight A3 or something else. I'm not really sure, but.
Okay. Yeah. I think I like white here. Yeah. Okay, maybe you shouldn't play B3. That is the thing. You should be going for.
I think I will just let the pawn on B5 and.
Yeah, you should probably play something like Queen B6 or something.
Yeah, Queen B6.
I think objectively this one is quite interesting. Yeah.
No, it's a race. And the black can have a queen or a new queen or getting checkmated.
Exactly. So it's a real race. That's why you have to be very, very careful when you play C4. Yeah, because these things, they can get very messy very quickly. Let's see what it says. Oh, it actually likes black, yeah? Interesting. So was ED5 a better decision or what? Better was to keep tension, yeah? Or something like Queen E2.
B3 is... Yeah, I think
B3 is weird.
I think B3 is... I think I understand what B3. At least just keep some tension on C4.
I don't know because I was taught that you shouldn't play on the side of the board where your opponent is stronger.
No.
So that's why I'm reluctant to play B3. Maybe there is some reason why, but I don't like B3. I prefer maybe just something like rook e1 and maybe doing something like what it did in the game, putting knight on e3. Bishop e6, yeah. But okay, black's very, very solid, yeah.
Yeah.
And b4 is coming.
Yeah, before it's coming for sure. And that's the main idea here.
Yeah.
What black need to play on the queen side energetically if you want to win off. If you want to win off.
Oh, she went for your move, b3. White went for your move.
b3 here. I think b3 will fall into b4 possible. No, wait.
b4. Okay, b4 ab. But I can play bc4, yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
And then take d5.
The things.
I think you probably have a better way to do this. But I'm already liking black a lot.
Yeah, black's put pressure on black because I didn't see any attack from white. White just to resist only there, and black who are generating the attack now.
You know, I would even be thinking about moves like this, sort of trying to just to grovel, yeah.
Just
because I know maybe I'm worse already. Because okay, you play the London, you misplay it, and you're worse, yeah. What do you expect? Right.
That's why I don't allow to play London.
They don't allow to play London. Yeah, exactly. Neither do I. So b4.
Yeah, b4 is playable here.
I mean, the thing is that I want to force you to play c3.
Yeah, I think I would play.
If I want to play b3, I don't want to be half-hearted about it. I want to force you to play. I want to force you to take, yeah. You might want to take now, yeah. Which is the same on the b3.
I think b4 is justified here. Well,
I think before you just let the simplifications,
C4,
yeah. There's also c4.
C4
right?
here. C4 is very strong.
Or do I throw rook a8 first?
Rook a8 also can. Queen takes and then c4 maybe.
Because maybe if I play c4, you can maybe throw this one in.
Yeah.
And then I have problems along this diagonal. Yeah.
Indeed.
So maybe I need to take first.
Yeah, queen takes.
Now I should mention, I can even play cb. I will not be worse after this. No, I'm not going to be better, but I will hold this. But c4 is interesting.
But if takes, knight takes.
Yeah, this one is question because, of course, now it's double edged because you're sort of saying which one is weaker. But honestly, I'm liking black here because I feel like pawn on d4 will be much weaker than pawn on b4. So black can play rook d8, for instance, hitting the pawn. What are you gonna do about this? It's gonna be hard. Now, it'll be hard for us to attack the pawn on b4 because it is well protected by the knight, and our pieces are not on the right squares to attack it.
And the bishop is so strong there.
So I think c4 is
quite risky.
It's optimistic, but I think in this situation it's not correct because everything just gets weakened. Let's check with the computer. Maybe I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. Okay, but I'm not wrong here. -2 or -1. All right, -1.5. Okay, that's fair enough. But CB should be nothing, yeah. So maybe just something slight pull, but shouldn't be anything. Okay, so I don't like before. Maybe you just do something normal, yeah. Like I don't know, just like what? Queen d7 or something, Queen d6, something like that.
Queen b6 also can.
Queen b6, d5.
Yeah, d5 hangs. I forgot about that.
But something like Queen d6, you go rook e8, and you know, I like black because white's weaknesses are not going away. So actually, there is no need to
rush now.
Rush exactly, because these weaknesses they are not going. Yeah, we don't want to help our opponent with that. We want to make them suffer. Yeah.
Another one there. This is so crazy.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah, this lady. We have seen this lady before. Nimzo, Bishop d2. This is a. It seems like everyone is playing this line nowadays.
Yeah.
Bishop d2. I honestly don't have a very high opinion on this line, mainly because my score as black is very, very good in this line. I like to go for the d5 lines actually. Yeah. So now we know that very well. D5 would transpose very much to those lines. But okay. D6 is also very much playable line. Knight d7, castles, knight e4. My understanding is that the computer likes white a little bit after move bishop e1.
Yeah.
Bishop e1 is the only way. Because you keep two bishops. And computer loves two bishops.
Yeah, of course.
But objectively, I don't mind black's position after f5. Because I like this structure also as black, yeah? It's very easy playing.
Yeah, of course.
And maybe with white it's not so easy, yeah?
No,
It's easy to run into some sacrifices here if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's why this line actually I played for some times for in black, but I haven't made bishop d2 before. I just play with knight f3 line and then queen c2 also, but I go for this line and I have a very good results actually.
As
So
black, yeah?
yeah, as black I have a very good results.
is.
So that's why I asked them to play this. Not all of them, but if
For this structure, yeah?
yeah, for the students,
but-
if who can follow my style, suit my style, and then I give this
Yeah.
opening for him or her.
And of course, they are combining this with some of those Queen's Indian, yeah?
Yeah. Because she played Queen's Indian also
Like
previously.
those knight f3, b6,
Yeah,
and then
she
even
played
the
b6.
bishop b7 lines. Those were the ones which are actually very close to those.
I
Yeah?
play bishop a6.
Yeah, okay, I can also go for those bishop a6, b3, bishop b4,
Yeah,
it's the main line.
yeah.
And bishop b7 lines, they can actually lead to very similar positions
Yeah,
to
of
this.
course.
So it's a bit old-fashioned, but it can lead to very similar stuff to this.
Yeah. But
Disregarding what the computer says, it can be interesting game.
I love black position here.
All right, let's see this. This is a interesting fight with Kevin against Lee Yun Roy.
Wow, this is best.
Lee Yun Roy playing c4 all the time nowadays, no question. It has come to a point that, you know, when I just look at the game, I see under 16 and I see under 14 and I see that game, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Lee Yun Roy. It's a good sign, yeah, when people can recognize your games based on the lines you play and your style, because it means that you have something that's distinctive. Yeah. I guess also as a kid, people could also do that. Yeah, if you sort of look at the games, you can sort of tell 'cause different lines. I was playing some different lines from everyone else in Malaysia, different style, grinding every game. Yeah, so you can tell, and that's a good sign. Knight d5. Okay, castles e3. Knight e2. d6. Okay, and now h3. I guess he doesn't want to run into bishop g4. Okay. b3 and bishop b2. I realize a lot of the kids nowadays like to play these double fianchetto lines, which are very interesting. Yeah, because last time when I was playing these type of setups in 2017, no one else in Malaysia was doing it.
Yeah, because
but now everyone is doing it. Yeah.
No, when I still remember when I in 2017 or 2016, there are a lot of players love to play tactical. Love to go for tactical play. Don't want to play positional because they said it was boring. It was like kind of nothing to do and blah blah blah. But then I think for now, if you want to get further, you want to be one of the best in our nation, you need to go for positional play for now.
Well, it's not even like go for positional play. Even if you're a tactical player now, you still have to have good positional understanding.
Yeah, indeed. Because actually, previously I was very tactical. I will go for tactical play and so on. I love sacrifice and so on. But then, in one of my tournament, my coach at the time my coach were here, and then he slapped me because I lost in a winning position, but I don't know how to grind the position.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and
didn't know you had a fierce coach.
And he said to me, if you want to go further, you need to play positionally. So start from that time, I'm getting slower and slower in my play, and then I try to understand more positional chess and divert from the tactical chess. And now, yeah.
Actually, how did you sort of learn positional play? Because I think a lot of people want to know that.
Yeah, actually, I have a lot of books also. So I'm reading a book. I'm asking the opinion from my coach also, and then yeah.
What kind of books? Like
I have
classic games or
no. It's more focused on positional play. Like in the I use the book Mastering Chess Strategy. One of my books.
Oh yeah,
Mastering Chess Strategy.
that's like by what was that, Houston, is it?
Oh, hey, do you heard Houston?
Yeah, that's not bad. It has a lot of like positional examples in them. Yeah.
And
And it's
then
like the puzzles, sort of solve.
yeah.
It's an interesting book. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wrote a book like pawn structure by who's the author? I forgot already. Pawn structure by
Was it Sokolov?
no, it's not Sokolov.
Sokolov had a very nice
Yeah,
book on
yeah.
pawn structures.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe I'm biased because I worked with him, but yeah, his books are always very high quality.
Yeah, yes.
All right, but anyway, let's get back to this game. This one is interesting. So, G3 knight f6 bishop g2 d5. It's extremely principled line for black
Yeah.
because black is already removing the c4 pawn, and what black is playing for is
Knight
Maroc
C7,
c.
yeah, Maroc C.
So knight c3, black obviously drops back. Knight f3. Knight c6,
Knight C6.
castles e5.
E4.
So this is very topical way of playing in Maroc c.
C. Yeah.
d3, bishop e7, and here main line is knight d2, because idea is to play bishop c6. So idea is that if black plays bishop e6 now, we will go for this, no question. We'll go for this. We'll play some sort of knight c4, we hit this pawn f6, can even play b3, bishop a3. Yeah, there's also something to be said about f4 at some point, but usually you will try to target this pawn on c5 and try to use these weaknesses. Now obviously it's a bit double-edged because you lose one of your main defender of the light squares.
Yeah.
And whenever you remove this bishop, it's always double-edged. But the consensus is that white is usually doing very well here.
Yeah, of course, because actually I don't think so. Black have powerful attack to attack the king side here for now.
Yeah, it
so...
will take moves, and white will be very fast to hit this pawn on c5.
Yeah.
And if white can take the pawn, then it will be a pawn. Yeah. So yeah, the consensus is that white is doing well here, and it's supported by modern engines, of course. So the main line is to play bishop d7 here, because we want to make sure we can recapture bishop c6. Yeah. And that's why they play knight d2 now, because if you wait, then black will play bishop e6, and once you move knight, it will run into queen d7, and everything will be well protected. So that's why they do it immediately. But okay, now it's a bit late here. Okay, this is one way to try to play it, but generally speaking, I think black is doing very well here.
Yeah, I love black.
These type of structures I find very comfortable to play black, because okay, you have Maroc c, you're controlling d4 square, making it very hard for white to make
progress.
e3 d4 breaks. You do have to be a bit careful that there is no a3 b4, and you have to watch out for f2 to f4 in some cases.
Yeah.
But in general, it's a very comfortable position, and I really like to play black in these situations.
Indeed.
All right. So yeah, let's see if there are any other games going on. So there are a lot of games.
Before played.
Where?
What game of us before?
Oh,
we played.
You're a student, yeah? G6, knight e3, bishop e6, b3, queen d7, knight d2. Oh, but this is different because now c3 is coming.
Yeah. Because
I'm still a little bit apprehensive, but I can see her point. Okay, let's try to see if this works. AB. Now question is, do I throw in rook a8 or do I take b4? I guess I should throw in rook a8. Or maybe I take b4 first, yeah? I thought maybe there could be rook a1 and then knight b4 that I have to be a bit careful about. Because my bishop doesn't really have that many squares. So maybe let's say I take on a8. It seems less committal that way. Okay, I think I see what she wants to do, yeah. If CB, then she wants C3.
C3 first, yeah.
And now, important difference is that I think we can just take on D4.
Yeah.
But we have to be careful, because how do we take? I think we take with knight.
Yeah,
if knight C3, then we probably just lose knight.
Yeah.
With something like this, and rook C8, and knight is gone.
Yeah.
Finish this knight.
D4 also.
Yeah. Pick a poison, eh? No, D4 knight E4. D4 knight E4. This doesn't work.
Yeah.
But rook C8, I think is finished. Is it finished? Yeah, it's finished. It's finished. I was trying to think if there are like knight d5 fights, but it doesn't work. Bishop d5? Wait, does that work? Knight d5? What do you do there? No.
Much simple here.
It can't work, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
But then what do we do about this?
Bishop takes.
This is crazy.
Bishop takes knight takes. Oh, okay.
This
Bishop
is
knight
the
takes.
point, yeah? This is that's so simple.
Yeah. So,
Wow. Whoa.
still full of tactical here. Wait. I don't think we'll see it. Wait. Just wait.
I was thinking, can I do something like queen c6, but
I
can just drop knight back to e2 in that case.
Bishop takes, queen takes 4.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way, yeah? Just bishop c3 and d4.
Yeah.
And this is the way, right?
Much easy.
Still not so easy. You have to be careful.
Don't have to be complicated.
You still have to be careful. Exactly. When you're winning, always choose the simplest way.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
this pawn already gone already, so
Exactly.
it doesn't matter.
Alright, CV. So that's the point.
Yeah.
You know, I like what she's doing.
Yeah.
Question is, no, it doesn't even work because the rook is hanging.
Where?
If I were to do this, then my rook is hanging.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be doing well.
Yeah.
But because rook is hanging, I'm losing.
Yeah.
And this is bad, yeah, because wherever knight goes, you can play. Actually, is this so clear? It feels like it must be winning, but it's not so easy.
I think knight takes d4. Is it possible?
It is possible. For instance, takes.
Knight takes.
Knight takes e2.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, knight takes e2 can because pawn takes attack queen.
Wait.
Right?
This didn't.
I think it's crazy already lah. I think it's crazy already.
Well, that's the thing with the ID chess, yeah, it can go kind of crazy. So we don't know what exactly happened there. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we could take a quick break and we'll come back with the other games, yeah? So I think they're just about starting to heat up. And 10 minutes time, I think we'll be looking at some very interesting games. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
Still bishop f4 play it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is actually a line, yeah?
Yeah.
Can talk about this, very soon.
Yes.
Alright. But we'll take a break now. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Alright, welcome back. So, we're gonna start again with board number one. We haven't looked at this, but it's very interesting. I mean, we haven't looked at it much, but it's a very interesting line, most certainly. And we should look at it a little bit more this time, I guess, because there have been a lot more moves. So, just to recap, it was this Nimzo line with c5 takes. Very, very solid for black, or so it seems. But, yeah, a6, b5, very interesting line. And, yeah, I mean, I used to play this line with black, but the way I used to play it was with some sort of b6, knight c6, bishop b7. So a6 is, I mean, it's very new to me, but apparently it's fine for black. Yeah, that's very interesting compensation. Check, bishop d2 was played in the game. Somehow it turns out that knight d2 is supposed to be the way to go, but bishop d2, and this is already okay for black. Queen b6, e3, knight c6. The idea of black will be to go for some sort of bishop a6 followed by d5, d4. White goes for knight c3. And if after bishop a6, knight a4. Interesting. Yeah, I would have maybe gone for bishop e2, but I guess black didn't. Black would have gone bishop a6, and after knight c3, then there could be some, there could be some issues with knight b4. Yeah, so for instance, something like this, and yeah, maybe even knight b4 now. Not so sure if that's a thing, but it looks interesting. There's also even just rook c8, threatening the queen, and yeah, I think black has very good counterplay here. Because also we haven't castled yet, and tactically we have some challenges. After knight c3, okay, bishop a6, knight a4, queen a7. So I guess his idea after bishop a6, queen a6 must be to play knight c5. That would seem like the logical thing to do. I see the queen is on b5. How did that happen? Oh, I think what he did was knight c5, queen b5, and dropped his knight back to d3. And yeah, the point is that he's trying to castle now. Because now this diagonal is being blocked, which means castles is now a legal move once again. So black goes for rook f to c8. Of course, with the rook and queen on the same file, I think castling would be pretty disastrous. Among other things because of knight c5. So yeah, anyway, knight c5, castling would be pretty disastrous, I think, because of this move, knight e5, and the knight on d3 is gone. So white decided to play bishop e1. Sorry, after rook f8, white decided to play queen b1. And now white is ready for castles. So black needs to find something to do. Yeah? Because actually in the long term, if black doesn't get his counterplay fast enough, then, things could be very good for white. Yeah, so we will see. Trying to think of how black could get counterplay. By the way, the moves are still updating, so bear with us for a moment. Black has played knight e5. That's what I can see. Queen a6, and black has gone for move knight e5. Yep. Knight e5. Sorry, queen b1, and black has gone knight e5. White took, black takes, and I guess white will now castle, yeah? So after castles, in that case, what is black planning to do? That's the question. It's not so easy. Maybe some sort of rook b8, but then, okay, if rook b8, then b4, yeah? And the pawn starts to go. Maybe what black needs to do is to play quickly on the king side, because white's got his king to relative safety, but I think it will be easier for black to sort of lift his rook somehow. So we will see. I'm not exactly sure how we're supposed to do that, actually. So yeah, I guess it remains to be seen. Okay. Maybe black can start with... Not sure, you could even start with a move like d5 now I'm thinking about it. Because for white, it's also a little bit awkward. You can't play b4 because of this, I believe. Although still queen a2. It's an interesting position. Somehow feels like white is consolidating, yeah? I don't know. What are you supposed to do here? Yeah, I'm not so sure either. If knight g4, I think it's defended very easily with knight f3. So this probably isn't the way, yeah? Maybe something like queen b5, but now I think we can just start pushing. Doesn't feel like the right way. And okay, the engine really likes white, and so do I. Because, okay, this is a very risky line. Black may have compensation, but you have to play very accurately here. And apparently after this, knight d3, I think maybe this whole knight e5 idea was wrong. Queen b1. But then I'm not sure what else to do because castles is coming. Yeah? Maybe actually black should try to push in the center. Because what happened in the game was white castled and black played knight e5. And white took, and now I don't know where the compensation is. But I don't know what black should play otherwise. It's not easy. And that's why I feel like in chess also you have to be very careful with the lines that you choose. Because it's not just about the evaluation of the line. It's also about whether you like playing these sort of positions. And I know a lot of these Chinese players, they play very well positionally. Yeah, they are very solid players, very positional players, and they like to play long games. So in that sense, I'm not sure that this was the right opening approach. Yeah? Because somehow I feel like he wasn't playing quite energetically enough. And you have to play very energetically if you're gonna get anything in these lines. So you can prove your compensation. Otherwise, it's gonna be two connected pass pawns, and they are going to steamroll you.
Yeah.
Once pawns are getting to a5 and b5, you are resigning. Yeah.
Of course.
So we will see. We'll see. Maybe black can conjure up some magic, but for now I don't see. Okay, I see that black has gone for rook a to b8. So queen b5. Sorry, queen e5 castles, and black has gone for rook a to b8. And now white is thinking. I'm expecting move b4, which of course makes sense. Yeah. What else are you going to do? Okay, I mean I don't really see much compensation. Yeah. I really don't see much compensation. Yeah. Don't know what black's supposed to do. Because, okay, rook c3, I can go queen b2. Stuff gets hit, yeah. And if... Okay, maybe black just plays something normal like d5. But... Okay, we can just play like queen b3, yeah? And try for a4.
I think just
Computer likes rook c1. But I like queen b3. Also, a move like knight d4 is not out of question, yeah? Although, yeah, I guess also knight d4 is possible. Okay, I like queen b3. Just consolidating. So I don't know whether I want rook c1. I don't know whether I want a4. What I know is I want to threaten all of them.
Just pushing the pawn.
Because in chess, you know, the threat is really, really stronger than the execution.
Yeah.
So I want to threaten all of these things and see what they do. Now maybe you can block now the queen.
Just block now,
maybe it's not that simple. Okay, but then okay, you get doubling on the a file, or you just play rook b1 and push it.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah, rook f1 is okay.
Because of back rank. Yeah. This is very nice. Rook f1. Yeah. And then you just go like you can even do I insert h3 first? I'm not sure. I see a computer really likes b5.
Yeah.
I guess also you just get the pawn through by brute force. Because black needs this one move to deal with back rank. And in that time, whatever he does, I don't know, f6 or whatever he does, I guess we can just jam pawn, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Rook b8? Oh, we just go rook b1. That's the way.
Rook b1, b7, rook c8.
Exactly, and it's unstoppable. Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to try king b7.
And then rook c7 here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you just throw in the... Oops, not that. Rook c7. Yeah. And then b7.
B7.
Rook a7.
Rook a7.
Even a4, yeah?
Yeah, even a4 is good.
Oh wait, you have to be careful.
Wait.
A4, okay. Rook takes a4. Rook c8, rook takes b7.
Yeah, we have now we
so
have
must be, no, we play.
That's why h3.
Exactly, we throw in h3 first. H3
h3. Much more safe.
Or even you can play a4, rook takes a4, h3.
Still.
But it says still rook b7 there. Okay.
Yeah.
So we should be careful, yeah. So maybe I throw in h3 first.
H3 first after that.
Oh dear. So not. Where is our analysis gone missing? ID chess has the best analysis in the world. What can I say? The analysis is so good that it disappears. Okay, let's go to something else. Yeah. Right. Oh, I promised to talk about this line a little bit, right? So let's talk about this. Now, actually, when did you get into chess? Oh, you were in chess when I was still in Malacca, right? So
Yeah.
I guess you were also involved in the time when this line was played all the time. Because the reason why this line became very popular is because Avruk was recommending it in his book.
Boris bro.
Yeah.
In book in the default volume 2 or what?
Yes, the newest one. They changed it. He changed it, yeah, to this line. So the idea is that he used to recommend Queen D3, which was of questionable value, let's just say. So Rook B8, and he was recommending this line with I think Rook C1, D5, and something along these lines. CBAB and D5, something like that.
Yeah.
So at some point, this line was getting played a lot. Because it's also a bit tricky. Unfortunately, can't remember the details. I believe it was CB, yeah? Oh wait, no, it was knight d5. Yeah, BC, and then you take and you play rook c4. Something like that. This was what it was suggesting. I mean, to be fair, it looks pretty nice for white, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, that was before the move b3 sort of became played every single game, yeah? A6, and now everybody is playing what, d5 and b3, yeah? Or like even immediately with b3, yeah?
I play knight d2 here. If knight a5, I play knight d2.
Yeah. The knight d2 is the classic move, but now actually the main lines are b3 and d5. These are the new, like, it's a new fashion. Yeah, it's not to say one move is better than other. But it's just one move is more fashionable than the other. Yeah, b3 is actually at the height of fashion. So then after rook b8, they go d5. It's an extremely fashionable line. I know Anderson is playing this line every single game. This line. To provoke h6 and then you go back to d2. Yeah. Okay. This is... Speaking of Anderson, I don't even know why Anderson is not here. He really should be. But Anderson makes very interesting choices as to the tournaments he plays in. So, how can I say, really?
No, passport already.
I haven't actually looked at this guy's games here yet. Okay. I'm liking Black's position actually, regardless of what computer says. I like what Black is doing. Queen a5, knight f3, b5, bishop b7. Okay, there is knight d5, but I don't know whether it's good for white or not. Because sometimes I think the kids, they're like, oh, beautiful tactic. But I don't know, because actually that trade... Maybe the trade is not too bad, but maybe you do something like c3. I feel like e5 is... I'm not sure whether it's that strong. Okay, because... Okay, a4. Okay, maybe he has a point, yeah? Because he wants to open up stuff here on the queen's side. It's a bit awkward to deal with this. Because usually I would not play e5 that fast. But maybe it is just the time, yeah? Because of this a4 idea.
Because now the pawn on d6 is already... we want to eliminate the pawn on d6. So, because it's same side castle. Actually, for white, I love to play white. I love to play white when he castle on the queen side. Well, yeah, e5 is one of the move lah. One of the moves.
Yeah, I mean e5 is the plan you go for.
Yeah.
Of course, the timing of e5 has to be very crucial.
Preventing e5 from black. That's the thing.
So bishop g4 is interesting move.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what his idea is behind this. It is too deep for me.
I don't know.
It is way too deep for me. Because I am thinking it's a free pawn. Which obviously is not the case.
Yeah, of course.
Because there must be some sort of tactical point.
Bishop takes. Pawn takes.
The funny thing is I don't see it. I simply don't see it. I mean, this guy's calculation is pretty good. So he must have some point. But I'm not seeing it. What I'm sure of is that it is not cv5 because of bishop b4.
Yeah, yeah. Of
This
course.
one I am absolutely 100% sure of. But other than that, I cannot say. What is the point? Maybe he wants to take.
Yeah, of course it
And
takes.
this will give him options like Queen D5.
25. Yeah, probably. Most probably
But then there
25.
is still Bishop E4, yeah? And it's still a problem for him. So something like this, there is still Bishop E4. Maybe his idea would then be Queen B5, because this looks actually not very good.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. The B takes C6. It's
Just B
very
takes
strong.
C6
Yeah,
and
it's very
it's
strong.
really, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, so that is not the idea.
I'm not really sure.
Then
Yeah.
what is the idea? It's not that simple, yeah? I'm trying to think what the idea is. It's funny. Is it like some knight d7?
Like, so you thought
Bishop f, maybe bishop f3, gf3, and something like this.
But
Because the idea is bc knight e5.
if Queen E3 first.
If queen e3, I was thinking we could take, but you just take back, yeah?
Because the pawn
there's
is
not
still
much.
still our pawn.
There's not much here, is there?
Because it's still our
There is
pawn.
really not much here.
Because if pawn takes and bishop takes and then rook d1 is very strong. And then pawn on a7 is
Yeah,
very,
I don't understand. I just don't understand this. Maybe computer can help me a little bit. The computer is not helping. The computer is only saying that AV is correct, and then it is not helping. Oh, it is knight d7, but it looks so good for white. Yeah, no.
Queen E3. I think
Queen
is the
e3 looks really nice and solid. Yeah.
best. Yeah.
Maybe he missed queen e3
Maybe.
because it's hard to say what the idea was. But okay, because after a4 he did not have to do this. He could play b4, yeah, or he could not play b4.
Bishop F5. Bishop.
Then maybe it was just really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad here. That's why white to need to play e5 here to eliminate the chances for black to play e5.
Actually, you know what? This knight d5 idea, now I think of it, is pretty strong.
Yeah,
Because the whole point is that normally e5 is met with knight d5.
yeah.
But with that knight off the board, or either knight d5 or some knight h5 like this. But with that knight off the board, you don't have that. And the bishop just gets hit.
Yeah. And actually, Perk is very hard to play also as black.
Honestly, I tried playing the Perk. I find it very, very difficult to play.
Yeah, because it all depends on the counter play. So if white know what sees is doing, and black will suffer slowly and surely. That's the main problem here.
Yeah, I just find it very hard to play. Personally, I would never play the Perk.
Yeah, personally, I my students played Perk before, and then I asked him to change.
Yeah, but again, you know, I would not usually ask my students to change the line which has good results for them. Yeah.
I don't
care. Because who am I to say? Yeah. You'll be like, who are you? Who asked me to change that? Yeah.
I said you can try to use it at a higher level, and if you guys survive, you can play lah.
Yeah, exactly. Because nowadays you can never say, yeah. Because last time it's like people would say, oh, this line is unplayable, this line is unplayable, and now everything is playable, except not everything suits your style. So you must choose something which sort of suits your style, yeah, and that you feel comfortable playing. I feel that's the more important thing rather than the objective value of a line.
Same as London actually for me. Either Carson or no player play that. That's the thing. Carson also play the Perk and won a lot of games in the GM level. But then if you want to follow him, it's very hard lah.
Yeah. But I think my biggest problem with the London is not that it's bad. Because it's not bad. It's just that it's lazy. And I cannot stand lazy people in chess. Sorry if you are a lazy person, but I cannot stand lazy people in chess.
If I'm lazy,
no, not you, but I'm talking about some people, some of the viewers. I know you are not lazy. No one who travels everywhere for their students is lazy. At least not in my book. But maybe some people might be, you know, not so hardworking. We're not say lazy. Yeah. Okay, DC6. Okay, it's fine. I think actually black is doing very well. I would actually start to take black already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think black is already slightly for choice now.
I don't know why.
Although it must be
Capture.
drawn. It must be drawn. With good play.
Yeah. Of
But
course.
oh, you mean why white took here?
No.
Because
After
I would not have taken,
after
yeah.
d5 after d5. Yeah,
But then
here,
like
after d5, why he need to capture on c6?
then what do you do? Knight d4.
Yeah, I'm just getting some space slowly and surely.
You could go knight d4. Maybe I'll play b5 though. Now b4 is coming, and then I want to take it for free.
No.
Maybe this is what she didn't like, yeah.
Takes.
And now you take. Okay, now I take.
Yeah, three here maybe.
And then it transposes to the game.
Yeah.
So after all, it sort of transposes, yeah.
But it's knight on d7, so you can play knight c5 after this. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
Honestly, the move I wasn't so sure about is this queen b6. But I guess maybe she didn't like queen a6.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I would be happy to see this, yeah. So I can play h3, king h2, or even g3, king g2.
Yeah. G3, king g2 is better.
Because the whole point is I want to get d5 in. I don't want to improve your structure and improve your rook.
Yeah.
Like, it's going back to what we talked about, yeah? The exchanges, yeah? Exchange on my terms, but I never try to exchange on your terms.
Yeah, of course.
Because it feels to me white is only playing for draw this game. I don't know why. Maybe she's scared of a higher rated opponent or whatever, but it's not the right way to play chess, yeah?
Indeed, you need to go all out in chess. Don't need to to respect your opponent, and even though he's higher rated, just play your best and learn more and more to be better.
To be fair, even until 2019, I was still doing that, yeah. And then at some point, I remember I was playing this 2450 or this 2450, 2460. One of these guys was like some strong IM. He told me, because actually I had a winning position against him and I took a draw, and he was like, if you want to do this, you better don't play chess anymore. And I was like, who the is this asshole? Pardon my language.
Yeah, it's
but
okay.
But I was like, what an asshole. Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
But then because of that, I have to thank him because he insulted me, I improved.
Yeah, that's all.
So actually I should thank him at the end, yeah? So sometimes assholes are good for your chess. Yeah? No, not too much, but some of it is good for your chess.
I'm always choose that word. Why should you play like shit?
Yeah. It's like, who does he even think he is, this guy? Yeah? But okay.
I think g5 is much more powerful here. After knight a6, g5 first, and then rook g6 is much better.
Okay. First thing, let's go back a little bit. We left it here, right? We said bishop e1 was the way, but white played queen c2.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. It's solid move.
Yeah.
f5, rook fd1. Knight df6. Now I think I would go bishop e1 for sure. Because I can see black ones. I think maybe what the more accurate move order was maybe to take first.
Take first, yeah.
And then to go knight f6.
Yes.
Because then the knight confirm will get to e4.
Yeah.
Because now actually with these knights, I would not entertain. I would go back bishop e1.
Yes.
Because these knights are actually very badly placed, yeah? So what Forex called superfluous knights. Yeah, I'm sure you know about that.
Yeah.
So it's because the knights are really bad, because even though they may look like they support each other, but in reality what they're doing is they take away squares from each other. So it's not a good thing to have your knights this way. So okay, white didn't know this, and now of course your student quickly took before the bishop could go back. Of course she quickly took. What did you think? Also, I didn't understand h3. I think h3 is bad for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
Firstly, because it leaves this knight on the board.
Yeah, that's right.
But you must be very careful about pushing pawns like this, because I think maybe some less experienced players might think, oh, it can't be too bad, right? I'm creating loop for my king. I'm stopping knight g4.
Yeah.
But it can be really bad, because when g5 g4 comes, the f1 will be blasted open, or the g5 will be blasted open.
Yeah.
Either way, it will not be good for white.
Indeed.
So takes knight e4, and I actually like your idea of g5, especially because of pawn on h3.
Yeah, that's what.
I think if pawn was on h2, I would go
I
rook
would
f6.
go rook f6. Yes.
But if pawn is on h3, I think I would go
g5
g5.
is much stronger here. play more energetically.
Yeah,
here.
no, I don't know what the computer says. Maybe he thinks G5
I
is
don't
dumb.
care about computer. I think my position is better. So
But
it's
I
good
think
enough.
this would be very tempting to play G4.
Yeah, because now my strategy is very simple: Queen F6, Queen G6, King H8, and then Rook G8, Rook F8, and then just launching the pawn storm.
Yeah. On a more immediate future, G4 is a massive threat.
Yeah, that's
G4
the
is a
thing.
game-winning threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how White's supposed to deal with that. Maybe you have to play Rook F1. It looks disgusting, but
Rook
then
F1.
I mean I get G4 immediately.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Or maybe you have to do something like this, but
Yeah,
even
E5.
just E5
Yeah.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
But okay, Rook F6 is very thematic.
Yeah.
We cannot criticize students for
it's
playing good
still-
moves.
Yeah, of course.
It's maybe not quite as good, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
Unless they start boasting about how they play a great game. In which case, I think we were talking about this yesterday, yeah? Then we have to criticize. Because otherwise you cannot let them have big ego,
Yeah.
If you have big ego in chess, you will have big fall.
Of course.
And if you have big fall, then it's not very nice, yeah? So doing it for their own good. Okay, d5, e5, black is cruising.
I think
Free attack, yeah?
the best idea here, I think, is just Queen F6, Rook F8, and then Bishop going back to C8,
and then play
and play
F4,
F4,
good point,
Bishop
yeah.
H3, and then
I like that idea.
bum, just like that.
Yeah. Even knight g5 is possible.
Yeah,
To
knight
remove
G5
that,
first, of course.
to remove that very nice knight on f3. Then maybe I get my queen to g5 in one
Yes,
move.
indeed.
Maybe even better.
Yeah.
So lots of attacking ideas.
Yeah.
We are feeling very optimistic about black here and very pessimistic about white's position. Okay, well, what's happened here? The game I don't understand. A b5, bishop f3.
Yeah.
We are going down this line.
Yeah.
And I think we are going to see knight d7 because I completely cannot see any other move than knight d7. cb5, bishop e4, once
Yeah, of
again,
course.
is disaster.
Losing
So
on the
it
spot.
absolutely must be knight d7.
That's why just Queen E3, I think, here.
But queen e3, as you mentioned, is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just protect the pawn and simple, and then try because the pawn on b5 doesn't matter. If you want to take, I can capture back, and then I still have a pawn. So what? I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
like
trying
that.
to think if there's any other way that black can try to mess things up after queen e3. But I don't see how.
The rook and the queen is still has a
It will have to
so-
be something with the queen, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But how? Because the issue is that I cannot
No,
play
it's
queen b8 because my knight is hanging.
Yeah.
Which is a big pity, yeah?
Yeah, of course. It's very hard to play in this position, of course.
But it's also like, talking about tactics just working for you when your position is good.
Yeah.
And here, the position is not good. So the tactics are just not working for black. It is only fair, right?
That's why I always say, when some of my students previously, they love to go for tactics, but then they didn't know how to handle their positions well, and then suddenly they got fuck up and just.
The thing
I
is
don't
that,
like
I feel like in order to be good at chess, you have to be tactically very alert. But you absolutely must have good positional understanding. You need to have both. We cannot have one without the other.
Yeah.
Because you cannot play good positional chess without calculation.
Yes.
But, if you can only calculate, you will never get your tactics in. Because your position will be so bad that there will be no opportunity for tactics. So it is useless to have a good tactics.
That's why I say, you are good if you are very alert with the tacticals, but then you can't create tacticals.
Exactly.
You can't create
it
tactical.
because position doesn't allow.
Yeah.
Because you
that's the
played
thing.
badly, the position won't allow you.
You need to you go for positional chess first, because you get a better position, and then tactics will occur anytime.
Okay, GF of course is in play.
Yeah.
I think knight e7 will come. He usually plays this phase quite fast, yeah. When he's calculated something, he will just go. Queen e3. I'm trying to think if I can do something like queen c7 in some way.
If queen c7, I think e6.
E6 is of course principled, and knight e5.
Knight e5. Pawn takes.
At least now I'm messing something up. I want to go rook a to f8.
Yeah.
And I also have a threat right now. Which my opponent is definitely looking at. Yeah.
Maybe rook e1 maybe.
Rook e1, I get what I want, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do I get what I want?
Not
This is your
sure.
rook ae1 or rook fe1?
I think rook.
Let's say rook ae1.
Yeah, maybe. Rook f8, bishop takes, rook takes.
Do I get what I want? I think I might.
Not sure.
No, I. Oh no, I don't because the rook is hanging.
Yeah.
I was thinking of trying to get knight f3, but it doesn't work. Then I'm in trouble. Because what can I do about bishop takes e5?
I'm just creating a thread. I'm just creating a new the thread. That's all.
I mean, it makes sense here, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, just what do I do against it? It's like nothing works. Exactly, because position is not working. Then of course the tactics are not going to be working.
Yeah.
Nothing is working, is it?
Nothing's working.
I'm feeling very, very worried at this point. I like you chill lah. Your student has a nice position. You chill lah. That game we were saying all the nice attacking ideas.
Last day, both of my students have a winning position, but they didn't know how to grind. So I'm still worried about them, of course.
Sorry, when was that? Yesterday.
Last game yesterday.
They had very good positions.
Yeah, they have a very good position, and suddenly on the like final 15-20 minutes, and then they make some not blunders, but they make some mistakes, and then her opponent just slowly. That's the matter. That's the matter, because they are not that good in positional chess. They just learn positional chess, so it takes some time also, of course. But it's good for them at least. Try to get experience in this very strong tournament. So yeah, we hope for the best from them. That's all.
So I find actually it's probably easier to learn tactics than it is to learn positional play. Of course. Because for tactics you just do the puzzles, yeah?
Yeah.
For positional play, I remember I have this database of like 500-600 games, and I sort of slowly compiled it. I sort of studied one game a day, annotated it, then I sort of save it. And then I would sort of review those ideas again and again until like those ideas were in my head and I remember these ideas. It was a long process.
Yeah, of course.
To sort of learn it.
Yeah, of course. It will take a long time, but yeah, trust the process and you will get better. That's the things. If you
okay, I just realized we are both dumb because black is winning after rook f4.
Shit. Honestly,
I forgot that there's not f3 after rook
f4. Yeah.
Okay, we had a long day yesterday.
But still,
don't like to make excuses, but
I think
okay, so rook e1 is terrible.
Yeah.
Takes rook f8 and actually things start to hang on f3.
Yeah.
So this is disaster.
So
you see, this is not so easy.
I think
so queen c7. What do? We have option to play bishop d7, but I feel like black will have played it. So e6 feels principal.
Yeah, e6. I think so.
Knight e5.
Capture first. I don't know why I love capture.
Can I go
queen b3? I think queen b3 is so playable here.
Queen b3 hangs the. No, it doesn't hang anything. Yeah. No, queen b3.
Hang
knight f3. Yeah.
F3 check. Yeah.
No, but knight f3, queen f3 again. It's the same thing that we saw just now.
Okay, the rook
because the rook hangs.
Yeah.
But now I can do this. I think.
Bishop takes.
Well, I'm not threatening that. Yeah.
Bishop takes knight and then bishop b4.
Yeah, bishop c4.
Bishop c4, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, bishop c4.
That is the issue. Okay. I mean, I probably have to, right? What else am I supposed to do? Take. I'm trying to see if I have compensation after one of these captures.
I'm not really sure, but
I'm not sure either. But you gotta try, right? Bishop c4. Check. And it's just two, but there's even f4, yeah. It's really bad. And if I do this, then there's queen e3.
Yeah.
So just to show, we are not super thrilled about this, yeah.
I'm not sure.
But actually, I'm not sure. Okay, black needs one more move for queen f4.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful as well. Yeah, he's one move away from getting it.
I think rook g3 also can, right? Rook g1 and then rook g3 if you want to play queen f1 and then rook g3. And then just okay, waiting for you what you're going to play. Because I'm confirmed already. The rook on f7 I got confirmed. So rook takes a2 maybe.
True. It's not running away.
Yeah.
Queen h4 and you just go rook g3, yeah?
Yeah, probably, yeah. So I don't care much. I have 2 pawns up. I have 1 pawn up, and very good position where I can after this rook a7 pawn will already fallen. So I'm not care that much. I just play simple chess here. I think.
I don't know why I have a feeling the computer will end up laughing at us for this.
I don't know lah, but
Because I'm
don't
so
care
scared
what.
after what happened just now. We're like, it's good for white for sure, and then like we get laughed at. That's what happens all the time in this perk. Yeah, I'm like, it's good for black for sure. Boom, +1. Oh, it's good for white for sure. Then -2. That's why I don't play this line. Yeah, I simply don't know how to evaluate these positions at all. But this guy knows. That's why I still have faith in him. I have faith that he can make some miracle.
Yeah.
Well, even if I don't have faith, I know he has faith in himself. He's extremely confident person.
Yeah.
But this is just bad, yeah. Is rook g1 good? Oh, it's good. It's very good. Rook g1 is very good. I like rook g1 better because like why to take it?
Yeah,
take any time.
just leave it.
I like rook g1 really nice. Yeah, rook g1 and this is just nice position.
Yeah,
Maybe not rook g3, whatever. Rook g2 even. Okay.
Rook g2 also. Same thing lah. Same thing.
Yeah. Okay. You don't give the exchange even. Yeah. Computer is more greedy than you. But queen 3 is bad because you just pin now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And now there are now ideas like rook b5 and rook f4.
Of course.
Okay. Then it's not easy to find a move. It's just so hard to play this position.
If rook b8, I think queen d5. Can I?
Then I take, I think.
Oh, you take the.
And then I take your bishop.
Yeah,
and then I come back with rook. If you do that.
Yeah.
So that's disaster.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
This one is disaster. No, I don't even need to look. I know it's disaster.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, rook b5 -5. If it's so bad, I even know the evaluation. It's not a good thing, yeah, in the perk. So then it's not easy, yeah.
So here, what's the best here?
Let's see what's happened. No, he's still thinking. It feels to me strange that he takes f3 and then he thinks. Right?
Yeah.
Like because this whole line is forced, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like I think for better or for worse, he will have to go for this line, because okay, BC knight e5, it will be total mess.
Of course.
Given what it was just now, or comparing it to the alternatives, this is clearly what he has to do. Maybe now he's realizing there is queen e3. But this is not easy. Computer might give big advantage.
So I'm not sure.
But it's not so easy.
Is it just?
You just got rook e1. It's defend everything.
Maybe. Wow, queen b6 played.
No way. Can't be good that one, no? How can that be a good move? BC knight c6. Actually, it's not so easy, yeah? Okay, maybe it makes sense as well. He wants to force us to take. Because I think now cb5 is a threat again. Bishop e4, knight c6.
cb5?
So he... Sorry?
bc5?
So bc6, yeah, and then he wants knight c6. Okay, it's not too bad, yeah?
Knight c6. With rook a6. And then bishop e4. Queen b7, yeah. Queen b7. Yeah, queen b7.
Queen b7, rook.
Yeah, bishop e4. Yeah, same thing, still same lah. But still, but yeah, but I don't think so.
No, I'm not sure about queen b7 because it's putting all the stuff on this diagonal, yeah?
Yeah, but I think this is the only move.
But okay, now there is at least threat of knight e5, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Queen c7, bishop e4 is
bishop e4
disgusting.
Winning already.
So, is it winning?
I'm not sure. I think
there is knight takes e5, yeah?
Knight takes?
e5.
Oh, knight takes e5. Okay, knight takes. Hey?
Because this is better version, yeah?
Is there a threat?
Sorry?
Oh, okay, knight takes and
I mean, I will sack the exchange.
Okay.
I will
then.
take the exchange.
Rook takes.
I'm not sure whether this is probably terrible,
With Queen H5
but
to
maybe
this.
there's even Queen D5. Yeah,
Queen H5 also can.
Queen D5 looks like finish.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Although
yeah, I think it's good.
I mean, maybe the line goes on. Yeah, Rook D8, Queen E4, Rook D4. But maybe you just go Bishop E5. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But the Bishop E5 it still goes on.
Bishop
You
E5
take
please.
H2, you run the rook to H4. You know this guy likes to play this type of positions, yeah? I will be very scared to allow this. It's probably just dumb, but he likes this, so. Oh no, I think maybe there's it's the rook A7.
Yep.
I think there's rook A7, yeah?
The rook A7 is stronger.
Still Queen C8 and Queen H3 ideas coming up.
See.
Dude, this is crazy this. Queen H3 is my idea now. Or maybe you go Queen E4, yeah? E5 is hanging still. Still rook D4.
Just Queen A8. Rook A8.
Ah, yeah, just okay, exactly. Okay.
No, it's still hard. Still have a lot of things.
Yeah, still stuff to consider, yeah.
Yeah.
But this looks must be winning. Maybe there are some better ways to do this.
No, of course. If you're
Let's
not,
see
you're
what
not
computer thinks about rook A7. Oh, it's that because not F3.
Don't have to check.
Yeah, so maybe not. Okay. Like I said,
But at least still.
E6. Let's check this line. CV5. Oh no, let's not check this line. Let's check the Queen V6 line. Rook A6. Yeah. Is that any good?
No.
Queen V7 is only, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Queen not only, but it's
Knight D4 is better.
one of the few ways. Knight D4 is nice, actually. Knight D4 is very nice.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, you have to do it, yeah. Because Rook B6 leads to better endgame for black.
Yeah, of course.
Knight F3, just to show. Knight F3, Knight D2. Rook
losing,
is
because rook both
attacked
rook,
and F1 is also attacked. Is a problem. Okay, winning endgame actually, so better not do that.
Yeah.
So you have to defend it. I don't know.
G2.
Take King G2 takes. Okay, yeah. Playable position.
Yeah, of course.
This is playable.
Still very sharp. Still double edge for both shots.
It's Rook A6 best. It's so tempting though. Who can resist Rook A6?
Bishop E3.
It's never easy, yeah.
But still, the position is still okay. 0.5 only here.
Yeah.
I think let's check before this. Okay, after Queen B6 or Queen A5 is the best here.
Wow, that's not an easy move to see.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about Bishop E3.
Yeah.
This was what I was looking at. I was thinking maybe we can do this in a better version.
Yeah.
Queen C7 and then maybe F4.
Yeah. I'm calculating this as well. Queen A5. Queen A5 is.
I know what he will tell me. He will say, but now the king is open. I'll go Queen D7. I know this guy well enough. But maybe now I just.
G4.
Yeah, maybe just do that. Yeah, Queen G4, Bishop G2. But then you play CV5. Oh, and then I go H3.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should be the way. Yeah, just Bishop E4. Just to show that line, you don't actually do this because I do this.
Yeah,
and bye bye rook. Bye bye.
You're going to get
bye bye. So I think this should also be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah, this is better than whatever we were doing with PC6.
Yeah.
It's of course not right.
However, because we take C6 is very tempting because it looks like okay, a much easy play. Okay, I just get better position. That's a.
Yeah, it seems like you just secure your extra pawn because now it seems that the pawn is not secure.
Yeah.
But the fact is that it allows black to activate its pieces, and once the pieces get active, then our weaknesses here start to become real weaknesses. Because right now these are actually imaginary weaknesses because he can't attack them. But once the pieces get active, these become real.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Right. So the prognosis of this is not very good. It's not very good. Hoping White plays VC6.
Yeah.
Then I think he will manage because he's a very good trickster. This guy, very very good. Almost as good as me. Can't be as good, otherwise he wouldn't want me anymore. The buang lah, this guy, useless one. Okay, knight b3, b4, queen c3, knight b3. Okay, fair enough. Rook c1 coming up, yeah. Okay, white is outplaying his opponent very badly. Now the pawn will start to run, yeah.
Yeah. Now when the rook on b1, a1, it's very very hard to play already.
Why didn't he play? Oh no, knight d2 was a threat. That's why.
No, queen e3 is very simple move.
So queen d3, rook a4.
Okay, 4 and then
Now knight b3. So my threat is f3 followed by knight c5, and knight a5 is also worth consideration.
yeah, indeed.
You have to watch out for rook a5 always, but if we can stop that, then rook will be trapped.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, knight b3 looks good. It is good, yeah. Let's see, is it best? Best move.
b3 is the best.
Okay, simple chess. Simple chess I can play. None of that poke thing.
Wow, it's crazy here, getting crazy.
This
But
one.
yeah, it's okay. Just winning the thing.
It's nice. It's very nice. But
Yeah,
how did we get here? Oh, it was this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of things happened in this game. c5, bishop g4 takes, a4, knight c6, and he just took the pawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a nice endgame. Objectively, I think this must be draw though.
Yeah.
But then somehow something went wrong for white. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there was a better way to play this. Knight f3. What are we looking at?
Oh, he captured on c5. It's good. Sorry, captured on c4.
DC d5.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think there's anything here. I don't see anything.
Yeah, of course.
So 97. I mean, I think it makes sense. c3
But no,
C5?
c5 is.
is logical, of course.
Yeah, of course. But I don't know why black allow that.
Because what else are you supposed to do?
No, I don't know. I'm just like. I love my knight on c6. Maybe I play rook b8 here or something. Just
And you are not worried about like CD, yeah, takes, knight takes, bishop
Yeah,
e4.
I don't care much.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Let's have a look. C takes, bishop takes.
As long as my bishop on f6, I will.
Okay, let's say I take.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, stuff is going on. What were you saying? Rook b8, yeah. Yeah, rook b8. By the way, I think I could still play c5, yeah.
No, if c5 here, we have rook b2 at least.
True. That's true.
At least. And you can have a very good, already good attack on the queen side there. At least. And then your pawn on d4 is still threatened because your knight and your bishop is attacking on the d4 square. d4 pawn is anytime will fall.
I mean, here you probably just go like queen c4, yeah, if I do this.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so maybe I should look at the c5 line. I was thinking rook a8 c5, rook b2. Maybe I do this.
And then if
I want
that,
to eat the pawn. Very simple.
I will like to
Do this or
wait. Is it okay?
maybe what she did in the game makes sense, yeah?
Yeah,
This to at least try to remove some defenders of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Because otherwise you will not get anything. The games are
It's
going on
okay,
so
it's
fast.
okay. Because
Okay,
I think their time already get worse.
I think they should still have a lot of time. We're barely 2 hours into the game. Yeah, unless they've been thinking like crazy and opponent has been blitzing, but that seems unlikely.
Not
Okay, Queen
sure.
C3 you will do what? Bishop
Not
F3,
sure.
Queen B2, Bishop D4.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So if I take Queen C3, you will play Knight D4 again.
Of course.
Right.
Of course, because
So
there are a lot of tricks
maybe
there.
what I should do is something like this.
Of that, and then it takes one. Oh,
Oh,
and then
but it's Knight D4 now. There is Knight D4 now. Takes, and at the end C2 ranks.
yeah. Indeed.
This is funny, I guess. Love to admit this. I like to get it to work.
Yeah, I don't like the actually.
Somehow I feel like I'm so close to getting it to work.
Yeah, I'm not that sure, but
Do I have like something like this?
if that ever could be 7. Oh,
Maybe it's
bishop takes first, bishop takes knight first, I think.
Stop moving this analysis board. Throw this damn analysis board away. Okay, so CD. Where were we? C5, yeah? Yeah, we were looking at this. Trying to figure out what to do. Oh, we were saying Bishop A4, yeah?
Yeah. Bishop takes F3 first.
Bishop takes F3. I'm thinking
Bishop takes C6.
maybe I just take GF.
5 takes G, Queen B7.
No, I take.
So this one could. Oh, okay.
I think I've got it to work finally.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, this one must be good.
Yeah,
Because
this one
still
must
Rook
be
B8, you still have some play, but
Yeah.
it should be good for me because I'm Knight G4 E5. It's Bishop A4 the way to go. Rook A8 is interesting. Yeah, CD is of course wrong. C5. Yeah, Queen Bishop D4, and now. Wow, that.
Queen takes C3.
Also, Bishop A4 is good, yeah?
Yeah.
Not quite as good as this. Bishop D4. And then D5 hangs at the end.
Yeah.
Nope, not that. Queen takes A1.
No. Black has some problem because don't have any dark square bishop.
Ah, I see what he wants. If
Mm.
Bishop E4, he will take and go Rook D1 and Knight D5.
Yeah.
And this is terrible.
Of course.
Okay, this is not so easy to see. But okay, the Bishop A4 line I guess was convincing enough.
Yeah.
I think Knight E7 is... I don't know, it feels nice for white, but somehow this was not so easy. That's why she played Knight E7, because she didn't want to allow Bishop A4.
Yeah.
So maybe a student is pretty good, yeah?
Yeah.
But also, actually, A4 looks completely wrong. Maybe here instead we should... I mean, we definitely should do something different, yeah? No, what, like Queen D3 maybe? And Knight C6, Rook A D1. Because now you don't have Rook on B2.
Yeah.
So I think I picked the pawn for free. Right? I picked the pawn for free.
Yeah,
exactly. So just to show what I'm talking about, Knight C6, I don't check on C3 because D4 hangs, but I play Rook A D1. And now pawn on C3 drops.
Yeah.
Because you do not have like Rook on B2 to play Knight D4.
Yeah, indeed.
So in any case, this is probably not working. But A4 is terrible. It's honestly just terrible move. And now black is better.
Because protect.
I should be a bit nicer to them. They're kids, yeah. They're what, 13-year-olds.
No, they are this year 16.
Oh yeah, 16. This is under 16. Okay, then I can be a bit harsher.
Of course. Yeah, just be harsh because they need to learn. I don't care about harsh or as long as you want to learn and you get a good coach, you get a better good nasihat I mean English I forgot.
Advice.
Yeah, good advice. Then you should take it. I don't care. You don't look how they say it.
Yeah,
how
we're not trying to laugh at these guys, yeah.
We want.
At least I hope they don't take it that way.
No. My students are not like that. Because I'm much harsh. I'm
Alright,
much a
okay.
harsher person.
Okay.
Much more harsh.
So I'm the nice guy in
No,
comparison.
of course, of
that's
course.
that's good to hear.
You are nice, better than me.
Okay.
Mid threat.
F4, I don't know.
Yeah, because of this mid threat.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe I wanna push the F3 instead.
Cheapo one.
Your student is playing very well with this bishop b4 stuff.
Yeah.
This is all very good. After that slip up earlier, this is now very nice technique. H5.
I don't like it.
It feels weird. It feels weird to
I
me.
If we, I will just play maybe if maybe F6 G5 F6 G5 yeah maybe F6 G5 is better.
No,
And then if
I like that
F5,
even less than H5.
well, I don't know why. I
You
love
have
to
to
play.
open your king like that.
Well, because the bishop is like square bishop, so I don't care much.
Yeah, but then you end up weakening the light
Yeah,
squares as
of
well.
course.
It's like what Bronstein was saying. Yeah, he said, why do they say put your if you are playing against a bishop, why should you put your pawns to the same color of the bishop? What if I just move the pawns away? Then he realized, oh, it was not actually so much about what the bishop was attacking, but what became weak as a result of that pawns moving. Yeah, so white will come in rook b1, rook b7, and before you know it,
Of course.
counterplay everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I was thinking
still.
actually rook e3, but maybe still rook d1. Yeah. It looks extremely passive because I want to take and rook e3
But-
and makan another pawn.
Yeah, but white can't really, black can't really exchange the pieces because if we get exchange, it's much more drawish.
Okay, but if you exchange one rook,
It's okay.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't exchange both, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But if you exchange one rook, I think you are fine.
But it's still hard.
It will still take time, obviously.
Yeah.
But okay, we need to come in somehow. So maybe you go rook cd1. You just say, okay, don't come in. So I want to play rook e2, but it always runs into rook c3.
Yeah, of course.
That is the key. So just want to show you, this would be desirable to try to double, but this is the problem. And then rook hex in every single line when you play rook e2. That's happening. I don't actually mind h5 now thinking about it, because I get what she wants to do is bring her king.
Yeah, of course. You want to open up some room for his king, I think.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Bishop b5, actually, why she didn't play rook e1?
I'm not sure.
And then free pawn. Ta-da!
That's the thing.
Also, this rook on d3, great rook. It's got all the squares in the world.
Can't go anywhere.
I have to make at least one sarcastic comment per stream. That's the rule. Okay.
Can't go anywhere.
Yeah, we should have spent more time there maybe. Because that's what they usually. That's usually the issue. Yeah, they rush to the decision. They're like, oh yeah, he's eating my rook. I move it. They don't look for the forcing continuations, and then yeah, that's how these things get missed. King h4, king g6. But okay, who can criticize? She's winning.
F6 now.
Okay with this. Now it's winning. I'll take the pawn. Ah, but you couldn't. I was thinking why you didn't do this, but then d3 and finish.
Yeah.
And actually, it's even worse because you lose it. So black wins here. Very good. One student.
Don't know
won.
yet. Don't know yet the result.
I mean, she will not mess that one up. Huh?
Just one more. Oh,
if I mess that
still
one up,
equal.
no need to play chess
No, they're
anymore.
still equal already. Oh, wow, our pawn is gay winning also. It's fine.
Sorry, here.
Yeah, our
Oh.
pawn.
No, student.
Yeah, our pawn also.
Okay, this is very nice, of
Very
course.
good.
Go king
Yeah,
g6, you push.
Yeah,
And it's not just our pawn, it's that also there are so many pawns on the board. So this extra pawn is actually pretty meaningful.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in rook endgames, it's all about how much pawns there actually are, the number of pawns. Because if there are very little pawns, then they get more and more drawish.
Yeah.
But the fact is that there are 6 pawns versus 7, so this must be a winning one.
Yeah.
Not
And
to mention,
I would
yeah.
say if you up a pawn, don't ever exchange any pawn after that.
Well, I wouldn't say don't exchange any, but try to avoid.
Yeah, try to avoid. I mean, try to avoid exchange as many pawn you want, because if you exchange piece, it's good. But then if you exchange pawn, you will get drawish position.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
at last.
but okay, this one is very nice because if you play king g6, then not only is that really good, but the rook is also very active.
Yeah.
And I can really see something like, let's say, I think what happened is something like this. You play something like g4, play king g5. And what will happen is that the king will get cut along the e file.
Yeah.
Because you can never go to f1.
Yeah.
Because then the rook comes in and whatever.
Yeah.
Ignoring the fact there's rook f3 check. Okay,
Yeah.
let's assume rook f3 check doesn't exist at all. Just for illustrative purposes. Now we go for g3. Takes. And we bring the king like that. And I want to just push.
Yeah.
Your king is cut, you can do nothing.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Now white is trying to open stuff here.
Yeah,
but of course it could be also double-edged there, because then white pawns get weak as well. But you have to as white. But I think you just go king c6 and start pushing. I wouldn't be too worried about c5.
Yeah, so it's nothing.
Yeah. Can even ignore. Yeah.
You just ignore.
So
It's nothing.
2-0. Okay, what's happening here? Completely different. Queen b6. Queen e3. So it's the same way of same thing offering the queen trade, but it's a slightly worse version.
Yeah, I think.
Because black can now avoid it comfortably, I guess. Oh, this. Yeah, because I think the difference is that after this, there is bishop e4.
Yeah, of course.
But now, if bishop e4, I can play queen b5.
Yeah, that's why I play queen c5, I think.
That's why queen c5.
Yeah.
But now, is
Yeah, that's
this
really
giving
stable.
chances?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing that I'm
I'm sure if that's been played.
Like
I'm not sure it's the only move, but it's
queen takes c6.
takes and knight e5.
Like five.
Maybe it's still working. Yeah, bishop e4.
I just play very position. I will just
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I5 bishop.
f5, bishop d5.
Yeah.
Otherwise, f5 would be fantastic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's probably still good for white.
Yeah.
Still probably very good for white, I guess. It's slightly less accurate, but still looks extremely nice. Okay.
Still have a good pressure there.
One game we haven't looked at is Poyuten's game, but the reason why we haven't looked at that is because the game is not in the broadcast.
Damn.
I mean, seriously, if you're going to like have the top player in Penang play here, you at least should have him in the broadcast, right?
Yeah, of course.
Unbelievable. So just to clarify, we're not in charge of the broadcast, so don't come for us. Yeah, it's not our fault. We absolved ourselves of all responsibility with regards to these moves. Yeah. Okay. Bishop g2, knight d5, e3, rook e8, knight e2, castles d6. Okay. Yeah, h3 is fine. You were saying that now this double fianchetto is very popular. h5 is black is trying to go for h4 and create something here, but okay, to always be met by g4. Yeah? So normally when white is already played h3, I'm less enthusiastic about playing h5, especially when you've already castled on that side, because the sacrifices become a lot harder to make work. Well, white just ignores. He plays f4. He says, okay, h4 always g4, which is true. Takes knight e7 and okay, just e4. Yeah. Interesting. Is he thinking of sacking with f5? Well, we will see. We will see very soon, I guess. Black plays c6. I mean, fair enough. He needs to try to create counterplay somehow.
Yeah, of course.
King h2, bishop a6. I don't know about that. It's like asking for f5, yeah? You're almost begging if f5 to be played.
Yeah, I think f5 is.
I think I would blitz it. Carvin style. Get Carvin style against Carvin, yeah? Like Carvin doesn't even write. He'll be like bishop a6. He's like, and he'll be like standing up. He'll be standing up and dancing around the board. Carvin is a very chill guy. He'll be like dancing and dancing and dancing around the board.
He's just 13 years old, still kiddos.
Yeah, but the kiddos, they're scary, yeah?
Yeah, of course. He is.
The devil stunts.
Too fast.
Yeah. But okay, maybe, I'm not sure whether he will be dancing. But okay, one thing I realized about Kevin, he will stand up and dance whether he's good or bad. Which is exactly what you need to do. Because in chess, I think a lot of players, they give away too much in their expressions. And if you want to do something, that's like your trademark, like standing up and dancing, like what Khabib's doing. You have to do it like how he does it, which is he does it whether his position is good or is bad, so that he doesn't give away anything.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a crazy position, because you don't want to let your opponent know that, oh, you're not confident in your position, because then maybe they'll be able to take more risk. Yeah, they'll be able to bluff you more.
F5 have been played.
F5 was played.
Yeah.
G takes knight d5.
Bishop takes.
Wow, this is a very interesting idea. What he's going for is to play open the G file, but I'm not sure how this is going to work. What is this?
Ah.
Bishop f6, knight c3 must be the plan. This is the only logical explanation to this. But is this so good for white? This whole plan feels dubious to me. It feels very dubious. Because you are giving up one of your best pieces and you're leaving back with these two bishops. Yeah, of course, black's position is quite loose as well. So, what? Okay, black took. Of course, now we'll see what it does. Knight c3. But bishop b7, queen f3. I just realized it's not so easy. Bishop g7, there will be knight d5. Yeah, of course he plays knight c3. That's the only logical explanation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So white's actually even a pawn down, but he will definitely get it back. It's not possible to defend both
black
of them.
also have a pair bishop here, so double
Alright,
S,
let's try to make this
position.
work, okay?
Yeah, double S
So,
position.
what are threats firstly?
Bishop.
Usually when there are a lot of threats like this, I try to sort of have a list of them. Knight d5 is probably the biggest one
Yeah.
that we shouldn't allow, because the knight will be very strong there.
Queen takes h5 also very strong.
Unless we can use that diagonal, which maybe we can. Queen h5 is the second threat. And maybe queen f3 is also another threat. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. So we will leave it with these three threats first. So, one thing I'm thinking about is, okay, I feel like I shouldn't allow knight d5.
Yeah,
If e4, he will anyway go knight d5 or even knight e4. So I'm thinking this looks like a logical idea. Bishop b7. Maybe queen f3 now. Because I think if queen h5, maybe e4 is nasty.
Yeah.
Because queen c6 maybe can come.
Yeah.
It's not mate, certainly. But white will always be... It will always be annoying for white, because with the queen and bishop on this diagonal, it's always very dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
So, we need to go queen f3. It's only way.
Queen f3, I will think.
Maybe now queen e6?
Yeah,
Holding on to everything, yeah? Though it does mean that we forgo any d4 ideas in that. No, we don't actually. We can play rook b8 and we can renew the threat.
Yeah.
I think black is probably better, yeah? A lot better.
I'm not sure, but I look black position here.
Yes,
No,
black
look
is a lot
black
better.
position.
We are not too bad. Yeah?
So because the thing is, in the wide open position, pair bishop we know is very strong.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
the king, the white king also. It's not that exposed, but it's kind of at a and in the white light square diagonal, so it's quite
One
hard.
thing I can say about this guy, Leon, right? He's a very optimistic player.
Yeah, it's very good.
He is maybe more optimistic even than Yinlin. Okay.
But still,
Maybe more
we make
optimistic.
blunder after this.
One of the
Negative three
most
already here.
optimistic, yeah.
Wait, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3. Are you serious?
But queen e6 was no.
E4 straight away. E4 straight away.
Queen e6 was played,
Queen
which
six
also
was
looks which also looks very very good.
No.
It deals with knight d5. It deals with queen f3. I don't know. I mean, I still like bishop b7 because then queen h5 you would have d4.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like everything
Queen,
is
queen
good.
6
Yeah.
the best here.
Yeah. Let's see, bishop e7 answered. Okay, it's not quite
Still
as
good.
good.
Yeah, it's still okay.
Queen f3 is best. And what's wrong with queen e6?
Still okay.
It's still nice for black.
Yeah, of course.
But okay, queen e6 immediately is, I guess it's better. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Right, so I think White had a good position after this actually, but then he messed it up. Yeah, he did have a good position. Was f5 wrong?
No, F5,
No, it was wrong, yeah, because of knight d5. But who can resist such a move?
Of course.
It's like you see, you get f5 finally, and you're like, oh, let's go, yeah. f6, rook f2. Okay, it's unclear at most. Okay, so f5 was actually wrong. It was better to be patient.
D3 only.
d3 first,
Yeah.
and then later think about f5.
Maybe.
But why we should do that? Maybe because you get some queen d2 ideas.
Yeah, maybe queen d2 first and then f5 because queen can go g4. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
Sure, I mean, we can try to stop it or something like this.
Queen d2.
Just go like normal. Or you could also think about playing d4 as well.
Yeah,
like rook d1 and playing for d4. Maybe that is the way.
Maybe. I think you know don't need to open the king here. Just go to the center.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
And f5 is super tempting, and for like an optimistic and principled player, it's almost forced, yeah.
Yeah. If
Like
me also,
if you play Yundre, you're like, yeah, he will definitely play f5. No chance he will not play f5, because how optimistic he is. Okay. All right. So somehow this knight d5 thing was really good for white, for black, yeah. How's your student doing?
yeah, 2 points up already.
But this is not so simple, yeah.
I don't know. But for me, it's quite easy. I don't know.
It was not quite as easy. Maybe it's because we had this one,
Yeah.
which was like so easy. Because it was 2 pawns and the rook was stuck still.
Yeah. This is much
So
easier.
compared to that, this is like, you know, Christmas for white. But it's still very bad, obviously. But I thought it was lost, right? We thought he was dead already. You just took the pawn and finished, right? How do you lose the pawn on d4? Oh, like that. Alright.
Let's capture first, I think.
Was there no way to get out of this? Rook g3, king h2. That wouldn't work. Maybe there was no way to get out of this. As surprising as this.
I think bishop takes. What do you play? Yeah, bishop takes g3 is it.
Yeah, but I didn't want to give up this pawn. It's our prized asset, this pawn. But there's no way, yeah? Because it looks so good. I don't know, maybe bishop e1, but if not bishop e1, then what? Hard to say, yeah?
Yeah.
So I was thinking we start with f6, but that also allows bishop e8 ideas.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, I mean bishop e1, who can resist that? I would play it for sure. Okay, I guess this is still winning, yeah?
Yeah, it's still winning.
It's gonna take more moves, but it
Right.
shouldn't be too hard to win.
Yeah.
I put rook on, let's say on c3 or a3. I push pawn,
I
and
think
it should
rook on
be.
g3 is simple. Rook g3 and I just cut off.
No,
the
rook
king.
g3, rook e5.
Oh, okay, first. Sorry.
That one you you messed it up. Yeah?
That's a trick there.
That's when you messed it up. So we must be a bit careful. It's never. That's why it's never too late to mess up a winning position.
Yeah, of course. I always do that.
I better not call this for a student. Later she messes it up. Then I will be the one to blame. I don't want it to be the one to blame. Yeah, you can go rook e4, rook g4. That looks good. Yeah.
Just cut off the king first. That's all.
I just wanted to show you that line. Rook g3 is tempting to cut it off. But
Yeah.
This will be a problem.
Yeah.
Removing the bishop and king g3. Okay, but that's not gonna happen. I guess what black can do is she can even cut it. I mean, you could cut it off on the g4. I'm also tempted to cut it off just this way and push the pawn. But you rook e4, that looks like a playable idea.
Yeah.
So it's just to show you one possible idea is something like this, and you just play rook g4, cutting it off, and then you push the h pawn.
Yeah, indeed.
And it shouldn't be too hard. It will take some moves, but it shouldn't be too hard.
Still thinking.
See if there are any other interesting games.
Very slim.
I think we have covered most of them, yeah? Okay, so I guess we can
Take
take
a break for a
a
while.
quick break, yeah? And when we are back, we will hopefully be looking at some of Poetin's games. I'll try my best to bring it up. So just give us a quick sort of maybe say 10 minutes max. Hopefully less than 10 minutes. I'll try to bring the Poetin game up, but in within 10 minutes we'll be back on stream. So don't go so don't go anywhere. All right? Cheers and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Alright, sorry for the delay, had some matters to attend to. So we're gonna continue with some of the games. And as promised, I'm gonna look at Poiten's game. So it's been a bit hard to find this because they don't have it on ID chess, so I had to dig it out. But that's alright. E4, C6, D4, D5. Poiten has white in this game. Actually, yesterday he had white. So what that means is he's actually got a double white. Bishop F5, H4. Right. The idea, of course, is that if E6, then G4 would actually trap the bishop, yeah? Bishop G6, H5, Bishop E4, F3. So H5 is the way, Bishop D3 takes, and now Queen A5 check. This is all standard theory. Knight D2, the idea being that after Queen A6, what will play C4? Okay, that's a new move for me. Queen D3 takes, C takes, and Knight H6. Okay, this is new. This is new for me. Didn't think it was a thing. Okay. So, I guess what Poiten is trying to say is that, okay, yeah, I have these double pawns, but it's gonna be hard to attack them. And at the same time, I have these nice squares I could try. I can put my knight on G5 and on E5. That would be nice. Well, Arca stops him. He controls E5. Knight F5. B3. Okay, both sides are playing quite sensibly. Bishop B2. Knight G5 check. King G8. And now I guess he moves the king, yeah? Oh, yeah, he does. Castles. And yeah, he's putting his rook on E1. He'll probably be doubling on the E file. Whoa, there have been a lot of moves being played. Castles. Bishop F6, Rook E1, A5. Now Rook E2, we are doubling, exactly. B4, A3. So, yeah, Aka's trying to find his own play here on the queen side. Poiten obviously doesn't want to open up this part of the board, because if he's going to play for advantage, it will not be on the queen side. So B4, and now A3. So the point is that he wants to isolate this pawn on B4, and maybe attack it in the future. But okay, Bishop C3. For now, it's very well defended. I guess you could try something like Knight B6 to A4, but then the bishop just goes back to A1. Okay, then maybe something like Knight B2. We'll see. But B6 is another approach. He's trying to play C5. This also makes a lot of sense. So, King D2. And this is where we are right now. Okay. So, I mean, it's quite a close position, yeah. I guess Poyutan just defending the bishop in preparation for c5, and now he might be thinking about some rook e6 ideas. So, yeah, we'll see. This game is starting to heat up, and both players are, well, they're getting down to about 20 minutes, which is when more action starts to happen. So we'll see. I expect, White to get his rook to e6 at some point. Actually, I think rook e6 might be a pretty strong idea, but then, yeah, and then if rook c8, then b5. So maybe Black might have to play knight f8, in my prediction. Of course, this is not an easy decision because it could allow some knight e5 ideas. So we'll see. Looks interesting. We're just discussing the Poyutan game. Yeah, it was a Karo Khan, and we've reached this position. Oh, interesting. Black has played c5. I was just saying that Black might have to play knight f8, so deals with rook e6. Okay, c5 is thrown down a challenge. Yeah. bc5, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this is my setting.
dc5 looks tempting. I guess you go bc5.
Yeah.
And then what? That's the question.
Well,
If it's still complicated. Bishop f6 I don't think is that great because ef and the knight gets hit.
yeah.
So I think this is almost like a game of a chicken, yeah? Black's like, okay, don't, Black's like, okay, come take my bishop. White's like, no, you take mine. And it'll be like some sort of standoff here. And we'll see how it gets resolved. Interesting move, c5. Very interesting. Okay. We'll come back to this one. Maybe even knight e6 could be a possibility, yeah? Just realized.
Knight e6 is quite strong there.
So that, it's also like here. It's the same thing, yeah? We're saying to him, come, take my pawn on d4. I hit your pawn on c5, come, take on d4. Come. If you're there, you come.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure it is. We'll see.
What line is this?
It was actually a Karo Khan. This line, bishop d3, but after knight d2, queen a6, I mean c4 was main line, right?
Yeah.
He played e6. And we got this sort of position, yeah? That's how we got the double pawns. I was not aware of this line. Perhaps it exists, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
I guess it must, otherwise why would he go for this, right?
No, maybe just because nowadays there are a lot of jam plays the line I haven't played before.
Yeah, because like the other lines, they are all sort of
it's very knowledgeable lines.
Yeah, the other lines they have been very much exhausted.
Yeah.
So people are looking for new options, and this looks like actually a very interesting try and a very interesting endgame. And I realize this is something that Poyutan does. Yeah, he doesn't usually go for like the most principal main lines.
Yeah.
He goes for some other side lines, which are actually very tricky.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I was preparing for him, I realized that and they're not easy to play against.
Of course.
Yeah, and it keeps complicated game where he can try to outplay his opponents.
Of course.
And that's what he has done here. Okay, we will see what he does. Still waiting for stuff to update, and I think we can go back to some of the other games. Even go back to VOD 1, I guess. So what do we have here? We have more developments. Actually, we are running on a slight delay. And it looks like White is starting to outplay his opponent. So knight b3 was played.
Yeah.
Black dropped his rook back before the rook got forked. Knight a5, rook c1, and doubling on the c4. This is, of course, what you have to do.
Very good. White showing a very good understanding.
Oh yeah.
Of the position.
Black played e5, and White now kicked the knight
F3.
as he should.
Yeah.
Knight f6, and now e4.
No, clamping d5.
Clamping.
Yeah.
And also using tactics, because d5 is desirable, but it'll be nasty.
Yeah, of course. That's why.
So
very good positional play by.
Actually, wait. This takes.
And
Pawn takes rook d7.
D7.
I have an idea.
Like this. Second.
We take d5 first.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. course.
And now knight c6 comes.
Yeah.
Right. So that doesn't work. So what should we do? So this is the question. e4. I cannot see what black should do. It looks terrible. We did say that yesterday for Poyuchen's game and he escaped. So who can say? But this guy is not Poyuchen.
Yeah, of course.
So not looking great for him. Just simple doubling on the c file. Queen comes in, maybe to d6. It is so beautiful for white. I feel like as a positional player, this is a dream.
Yeah, of course.
This is an absolute dream. And queen d6 is also another big threat.
Yeah.
So, because also, I only just realized e5 would be under attack in that case. So, yeah, that would be actually pretty unpleasant if you can get that.
After queen d6, I think black need to play rook e8 to protect a pawn on e5, and then rook c7 come try to exchange some pieces. And then, yeah, white is great, yeah. I think white is great here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think white is doing fantastically well for sure. All right, so we are predicting some good news for white, I guess. So let's go back to the other games. Yeah, black is still thinking. He's not sitting there. I can't really see any real emotion on his face. If I was black, I would probably be I would probably be suffering here. Alright, let's check out this one. Well, speak of suffering, this is painful. Queen c5? Yeah, knight d7, queen c6 was terrible.
Yeah,
because bishop e4 at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, as he said, his calculation is good. So, rook c8 was played, and now bishop e4. Queen d7, and
I think rook d1.
the pain
Rook f d1
of seeing this position. It's not nice when you're rooting for someone and he gets crushed there. Okay. Okay, rook d1, queen e6.
Rook d1, queen e6. And,
At least he doesn't have to resign yet.
rook takes a2.
Rook takes a7.
Rook takes
Oh
a7,
great.
sorry.
Oh great. That is just fantastic.
Yeah.
That is just great news for me. Yes, it gotta make more sarcastic comments. People seem to enjoy it. Oh, the pain. The pain is terrible.
I'll go for c4 play here.
I guess
I'm not really sure, but
CB there's queen c8 even.
yeah.
Yeah, so none of that. We have to take, I guess. Sad, of course. Can we still fight this?
Yeah, of course.
Queen b7?
Yeah, queen b7 here.
No, we cannot fight this. Yeah, this is lost. This is so dead. If he saves this, I will make a video about it. Because actually last year he had a game in this Aka where he was dead lost. He played like a genius and even managed to get a better position against Akadi. He's 2300.
Yeah.
But if he saves this one, oh my goodness, that one would require another video. I will not watch it anymore. It's too sad. No, I cannot see it.
Is there any under 14 boys? Bot 2?
Yeah, let's check the under 14.
Bot 2? Under 14?
We haven't looked at Kavin for a while actually. We should go to Kavin first. Yeah. As we expected, yeah? It's really bad for white. Bishop g2, knight c6. We left it somewhere around this point. f5. Yep, knight g5. Yeah, we left it here and was expecting something like bishop e7, but queen e6 is actually even better. Yeah, queen f3, now e4. Wow. Takes king g7. Rook h8 is a big threat. So white went for queen g4, which is of course a disgusting move, but there is nothing you can do. It's always painful to play such a move, but what are you supposed to do? It's terrible. King g2, bishop b7. And on top of everything, white is about to run into some d4 e3, which is going to crush him. Oh dear. Rook h2, rook g2, rook h8. This is sad to watch. This is really sad to watch. Black doesn't even take it. Not even any chances. Oh dear. Yeah. What is going down? What is going down here? Rook d3. Rook d3, not so sure, but I guess my definitely doesn't spoil the win of anything. Just wondering why he didn't play bishop a6, which looked super winning. Or bishop f3 for that matter, which looks even more winning. Perhaps he's just trolling, yeah? Is there any reason why you should avoid bishop f3? I cannot see why. Maybe I'm not good enough to see why. See what the computer says? Mate in 5. Okay, right. So, evaluation speaks for itself. Okay, I mean, in any case, Kevin's gonna win this easily. He's got literally every single advantage in the position, and what's gonna know counterplay. And it's just sad. I might even just resign as white if I was white. It just looks too sad. Kevin's crushing.
Kevin's crushing. I know.
I was gonna say if I was white, I would resign because it looks so bad.
Yeah, for what?
It sucks to resign against a kid, but I would do that because it looks
both
too
are
bad.
kids. Both are the things, so.
Yeah, but even against Kevin, I would resign that. Yeah.
But 14 and but 2 doesn't have any games.
Nope.
Maybe using Clono, I think. Maybe at Clono.
Clono will be a bit harder. Yeah. I think we should go through all the ID games first because they'll be a bit harder to change it. All right. So, what else haven't we seen? We haven't seen Aino's game, and Aino's pressing.
I know I finished the game, I think.
She's finished?
Yes.
Because she won then.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
we are on a delay, by the way. Bishop a3, knight cb4. By the way, we were talking about this position. We were saying that we like black very much.
Yeah.
But of course, it's still messy. Yeah? Knight a4. I guess b6 b4 is the plan.
B6 is much.
b6 b4.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe that's what she was worried about.
Yeah, that's why.
But I'm thinking maybe I still go b6. b4, knight takes b4.
Yeah.
I'm happy to sack this guy. Yeah. I am very happy to sack this guy, I think. I mean, computer might not like it, but who cares? What I was taught is that, you know, if you can get a bishop and pawn, especially a really good bishop and pawn for the rook, it's always fantastic compensation. And I think I would definitely take black here. All day, every day. So maybe you just... Black is much better. It's just better for black here. So b6 was best.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like, I think she was thinking a bit too deep, yeah, because she definitely saw b4 and she was like, oh no, now I'm gonna lose. But actually she had to just look a little bit deeper and see, oh, there's knight takes b4. And that actually protects everything, yeah. So, okay. Maybe missed chance there for her. Knight a6, okay. Now, bishop a3, now it starts to get real. I think she still had to play b6, yeah? Actually, I'm not sure about bishop a3 because you still play b6. The only way you play b4 is if you take on c6, which is not gonna happen. That looks terrible. But now knight e4, still b6. Still b6, yeah? Because this feels wrong. This now looks fantastic for white. The knight on a2 is almost trapped. And it turns out that black had to give up pawn to just get that piece back. And we took b7, rook b8, queen a6, and actually, was there a way to take that? Could black not have taken on? Oh, rook b1, should be 5 idea. Let me see. I think it's still possible. Yeah, takes rook c1, and then we just got bishop f7.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no bishop d5. Yep, this is playable. This is very much playable. Yeah, so I guess also this is the same thing that we saw earlier, yeah? Black was seeing some idea, but then she stopped. She didn't try to look one move further and see whether, you know, we could try to make the idea work. Because if you look at GMs, yeah, sometimes you will see they just ignore your threat. It's not that they didn't see it, of course. If they didn't see your threat, there wouldn't even be a CM, okay? But they see your threat, but then they ask themselves an important question: is this threat actually real? Or is he bluffing me? Grandmasters know when you are bluffing them, and when it's a bluffing threat, they ignore because they're like, of course I don't deal with these fake threats, yeah, only the real ones. But still, you can take B3. Why did she not take B3? She could have took B3 and got a good position, yeah. And now after B4, white wins, yeah. I guess it's okay. Still not so easy, of course, but. Wait a second. No, I am being tempted by something that is really terrible. Actually, is it that bad? I'm thinking of A5. You might ask what's the point, right? The point is that I'm a cheapo artist. My cheapo's not bad. But the issue, and also if you play Queen A2, I can drop back Bishop E6. Okay, I don't know about the objective strength of this, but I would like to trade these pawns.
Of course.
If I can trade these pawns, my drawing chances improve a lot. So basically what I'm trying to do is trade these pawns using tactics. Yeah. At Rook B1, I think I can go Rook B4. Among other things. Takes and just AB, yeah. And she's suffering. But at least now we have some chances. My goodness, I'm a bit worried why the game ended so quickly. I'm like worried A5, B5, Rook B1 happened, yeah? Because these Indonesians, they are known for their cheapos.
Yeah, of course.
So if I see suddenly 0-1, I know what happened. Let me see what happens after A5. Does that make any sense? Probably there's some refutation. But I do not see it just yet. That is fantastic. Look at that. Queen 8. Only move, yeah? By the way. No, it's not only move. There is also Bishop E, Queen B3 and the same thing. And Bishop E4? What? I don't get that. Oh, because I'm not threatening AB. But then I can play Rook B4, yeah? Okay, I mean Queen A2 is probably the only way, yeah? Or Queen B3 also. Same idea. Oh no, it's not same. You know why? Bishop E6. Bishop G4. What a nice idea, yeah? Takes. Takes. B7. Bishop C6. Rook C7 and B5. And it's important that Bishop is on A2, otherwise there's move A4. But now we just take A5 and finish. I still think I would go for A5 even if I saw this, because like if my opponent in time travel sees Bishop G4, then heads off, yeah. At least you must make them work a little bit. Okay. So after that cheapo, let's go back and look at some other games. Okay, I mean of course she didn't fall for the cheapo, yeah. Okay, what else is there?
Let's Yup Regine.
Not that many. Oh, Yup Regine. Who is Yup Regine? You know? There are so many names that I don't know in this tournament. Is John a student?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yup Regine and Yup Regine.
Right.
9 years old, I think. 9 or 10 years old.
I see.
Quite strong.
Didn't actually know that. Alright. So
I play with my students once, that's why I know him.
ah, I see. It's a dude, yeah? It's a guy, yeah?
Yeah, it's a guy. His sister is Yup Regine.
Some of the names I can never tell. F3? Bishop e6, bishop e3. Okay.
Wow.
Yep, this is standard, yeah? a5, play a4, bishop b5, knight
Knight A6.
a6. Okay. It's probably some prep. Joran knows these lines very well, so I guess this is his prep, yeah? Not sure about e4. Why not start with something like rook d8 first, and then like play f6?
Yeah, maybe. It's better.
I want to play rook d8 first, because obviously you can never take because like a million reasons. Bishop f6, bishop d6, f6. Do whatever you want. So, bishop moves back somewhere. Firstly, you sort of ask where the bishop goes, which there's no real good answer to that.
Yeah, of course.
And then you just play f6. And why is black not just much better?
Yeah, it's much better.
Because of bishop v6. Right, okay.
Okay.
So apparently we don't know anything. So maybe we don't go rook d8, we just go f6 right away.
Yeah, F6 one.
Right, we play f6. Because e4 doesn't look right. You're giving up your nice center.
Yeah.
And now there could be some tactical issues along the e file as well. Castles though looks very strange. Giving up just pawn for nothing.
Castle queen side. Castle king side is okay.
Yeah, castle king side. Yeah, I guess it's still pleasant for black though. It's like rook d8. And you probably get that knight on d3.
Yeah, of course.
But let's say we drop back to a4 for instance. There will be compensation, I guess. Rook d3, we go even like bishop b6, knight d5, yeah? It's not so easy, yeah? But it's still very good for black.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's still good for black, obviously. I don't know what we do. Rook e1? No, rook e1, not rook e3. It's probably really good for black, yeah? Okay, go bishop b6, knight d5, and what, you go back, yeah? Oh, bishop b5, rook d2? Oh, we trade this guy off and try to grovel, yeah? It's not fun, it's really not fun. So I guess castles is probably quite nasty as well. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I forgot there's bishop f5. Okay, so it's not nasty. Alright, so castles. Okay, he plays knight d5, and I guess he's going to take that. Oh no, bishop g5, okay. Rook d8. Okay, I'm not a fan of that move.
No, knight f4 is wrong.
What's the idea of knight f4? You just want to take and... What's your idea behind that? You're gonna take and like play f5 and push g5 or something?
I'm thinking this. Kind of. Wait. I think after knight c5, if knight f4, knight takes f4, bishop to f4, and then I have rook c8. I mean, f5 rook c8 maybe.
Yeah, f5 first, and then
Yeah,
rook
rook
c8.
c8.
Yeah.
I think it's very strong attack on f2. Oh,
Yeah.
c2, sorry.
And these bishops are really strong.
Yeah,
Now I'm
yeah,
looking at it,
yeah.
it's looking very unpleasant.
Yeah,
Because
indeed.
another thing is that if you ever move the rook, maybe we have to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, then I play f5 and you can never move it because h2 hack.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah,
f5 and now rook c8 is the issue. So maybe
Yeah.
I have to do this to stop both.
No. And now.
Or actually, maybe I don't. I'm thinking maybe I can.
g3.
Oops, maybe I start with g3.
g3, bishop g5.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm too worried about. Am I like really worried about rook c8? Or maybe you take and you go rook c8.
Yeah.
That's the way. Because I was thinking if you go rook d c8, I'll have rook take c4.
Yeah, of course.
But now, if you take and go rook c8, then it's scarier. Okay, still bishop d4. How bad? Why is this so bad? See what the engine
No,
says.
rook c8.
Oh yeah,
b5.
wait. Bishop f3, rook d3. Oh, it's dodgy, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
I don't do bishop f3. I just drop it somewhere else. d6 maybe.
Okay, 6. Get some tempo and rook c6 maybe.
Ah, and then rook c6. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in any case, black gets rook to c8 with nice position. Okay. I can get behind that. But knight f4 is not an easy move to see. Bishop d3, I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to trade off some stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Knight f4. Let's go through this slowly, yeah? It makes sense what he's trying to do.
Of course. Well, I'm not like this. Yeah, well, it's hard. It's hard. Because I wouldn't allow my bishop pair to be
I'm
captured.
thinking, can I do
If
something like bishop f5?
Yeah,
Because I don't want to. I don't want to let him take. No, not bishop f5. Rook takes
F5.
and bishop f5.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about that stuff.
Then
also.
maybe he can just take knight g2.
Knight g2. If knight g2, I think about rook g.
Rook g1, maybe even bishop e3.
Okay, one bishop e3.
Yeah. Okay, we can look at that line. Rook takes. So bishop f5.
Yeah.
Firstly, there's rook t5. Yeah, just realized. Okay, so then maybe you have to go to g4.
Yeah, I think.
Takes. But now we're a little bit stuck, yeah?
Yeah.
Because, okay, rook g1, you can even go back, yeah? There is also something to be said for a move like this. Because obviously takes is nice.
Yeah.
And if you take, then you'll take c5. So this looks really good. So it can't be some sort of bishop move. Bishop b6. Oh, bishop g4 is actually fine. Now we're checking with the engine because we can't see why it's. Oh, bishop f3 and you take b7.
Yeah.
Right. That is not that easy. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we have seen all the games here, so maybe we should go to. Yeah, we should go to the Polyten game, I guess. So. Let's see what's happened in the Polyten game. Right. So what's going on here? We stopped somewhere here, right? Bishop c3, b6, yeah, king d2, c5.
Yeah.
And we said knight e6, which was played. Yeah. Okay, I'm not too bad. cd4, knight f takes d4. Huh? Knight e takes d4 to open the e file. Yeah? I guess. Knight d6 doesn't want to exchange. Knight back d6, yeah? Takes. I feel like Polyten is starting to outplay pretty badly.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessary for black to take.
Yeah,
so Polyten, we were talking about this sort of battle of, who's gonna be the first to flinch in this. And I think it's black. Actually, could he have just gone like rook c8 maybe, instead of bishop takes c3? So the force Polyten to take and go ef. It's unpleasant still because the knight is strong and the pawn on d4 could become vulnerable.
Yeah, knight d4 is very strong with that.
But okay, maybe he has some idea behind bishop c3, king c3, and what is he gonna try? Not so sure. Not sure about this at all.
No, wait, starting the grinding.
He's gonna grind this. This one is gonna take some time.
Yeah, of course.
But okay, there are a lot of things that white can target. Firstly, the pawn on e7.
E7,
this pawn will be some sort of doubling on the e4.
B6 so.
Now, when this pawn can't move forward, you're right. The pawn on d5 starts to become very weak.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And the pawn on a3, don't underestimate the weakness of this. Yeah, the king can come and take this pawn.
Of course. Overextend pawn.
Yeah. All right. So looking at long grind, I think Polyten's gonna take this one. Although I can never say for sure. Let's see if there are any more games. Alright, so this is the only clone of what I have. So I'm gonna go back to the. Alright, let's go back to the other games. What's happened? White's won, by the way. I just realized White has won in on our top board. So we're gonna have a sole leader, probably. I'll speak too soon. I don't think Akar is gonna have any winning chances at all, which means that the only guy on 4 out of 4 is Dang, who has completely crushed his opponent. That's the danger of playing these lives. If you don't get the compensation, you'll get crushed. It's very, very risky line. And this part was just perfect. Rook c7. What was the point of rook c7? Let's try to figure this. If d5, I guess now he wants knight. Then rook a3 though. What does he want?
Maybe rook c3.
Sorry?
Maybe rook c3 maybe? I'm not sure.
d4 is a threat.
Yeah, d4 is a threat.
I'm not going to allow him to wreck our king side. That would be irresponsible. It would be very irresponsible to do that, I think. Let's try to find a more responsible decision to this. I still think he should have done it. Because what does he have to lose, right?
Yeah.
He goes rook e6, he gets whacked immediately. Don't really see it. Just go like queen b3 or something. Just to stop de forever.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the way. It's good enough, maybe not the best move here.
Yeah, c5.
Rook 1 c5. What? Feels quite irresponsible to play like that, yeah. Black has so many ways to try. I think queen b3 is safe enough. We don't want to risk too much, yeah. I think black should have played d5 nonetheless. There is nothing after rook e6. Rook e6 is finished, yeah. Knight b7 and knight on d6. And now I guess he went something like rook c8 or whatever. Oh no, he played rook 1 to c5. And impossible to stop rook a5 trapping queen. Black is computer suggesting rook takes d6.
Yeah, of course.
Which is of course disgusting, so Black decided it was better to resign, which is probably true. Shave his dignity. Alright, so Dang An Min, sole leader. Alright, any other games? We haven't looked at this one for a while. Wow, they checkmate on the board. How did this happen? Yeah, we were saying you liked white, right? And I liked white as well. This whole knight b4 didn't make much sense. He sort of just played knight b4 and went back to c6, which I didn't understand. And now he's getting crushed. Yeah, takes. Actually, takes.
Yeah, if not, I also think.
Not sure because it allows black to activate his knight.
Yeah, of course. Bishop a3 is the best.
Bishop a3 is nice actually, trading off like black's one nice piece on e7.
The only good bishop.
Exactly, and whack it off the board, and then he suffers.
Yeah.
Because now it allows him to activate the knight, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Knight g4. And actually f4 is dropping. The pawn on f4 is dropping. And black is already doing fantastic.
Let's see.
Black is doing well, yeah, h6. Okay, white has compensation because black still needs to get pieces out. Queen e1. Rook f8. Not sure about rook f8, but I guess queen g3 was worried about. Yeah, I guess he was worried about queen g3. So rook f8 makes sense. h3, knight f6. Bishop d6. Queen b6, okay. This makes a lot of sense. But okay, now it's not so easy still, yeah? It's really not so easy because there's always this queen g6 idea.
Yeah.
That is very annoying. Perhaps it might be necessary to do something like knight e7 or too much. Knight e4, I mean this feels very very loose, yeah? Queen g6. Wow. Wow, okay. Takes, bishop e5, just take on e4. Really? Wow. What is this? Okay, they gave d4 as played and white got sort of.
Boom. I see. Then bishop a3.
By the way, I want to draw your attention to this. There was no need to play rook f6. What's there?
Bishop a.
Oh wait, by what? Because then it would be king g8.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely the need to go rook f6.
Yeah, bishop
What's absolutely necessary for this? Oh, what a nice way to end. What a nice way to end the game. Alright. So it's actually where did black go wrong? Queen g3. Bishop d6 makes sense.
Yeah.
Knight e5. Queen g6 is always the idea, yeah. So it's not that easy.
Maybe knight h5.
Feels very dodgy though. You're like sort of inviting me for Queen g6.
Yeah, of course.
Which I will accept your invitation. Knight h5, Queen g6. Why are you not checkmated?
I know. I'm just kind of. I'm the.
Mate, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's mate.
Knight f6, rook f6.
Yeah.
Is that mate? Rook f6, check, king f8.
If rook takes.
So simple, yeah. Yeah, rook f6, check, king 8. Oh no, but queen h8, queen g7.
Yeah.
And that's the way. And it's mate.
Yeah.
Check. Queen h8, queen g7, and bishop g6 and mate.
Yeah.
Takes, king e7 mate.
Yeah, of course.
Simple calculation. But for a while I was a bit confused, yeah.
Yeah, but
A bit
still,
confused.
I don't know what.
Okay. Maybe queen e8. But then bishop, yes, it allows white to go bishop g6, but maybe you should already be a little bit careful, yeah, and make the draw. So I'll be a bit scared here, I would say.
I think this is maybe this only one.
So otherwise queen g6 is annoying.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe actually after this was maybe the black's chance to play for something. But of course...
I think wait, it can't e5 here. I'm not really
No,
sure
you can't play e5. I was thinking whether I can do bishop d6.
Bishop d6. Yeah, bishop d6.
Or whether if what I would like to do is play bishop d7. Because that would mean that queen g3 is always met by bishop b8.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that queen g3, bishop d6, there could be something. Yeah? Like maybe knight e5. And maybe that is still fine, yeah. Actually, how does that work? Bishop d6, queen g3, bishop d6, knight e. I guess knight e5, yeah, what else?
Bishop takes, pawn takes.
Yeah, bishop takes, pawn takes, and
Queen f8.
you could have a check here though, and knight f2.
Yeah.
So this is probably not the way. And if rook f4? I guess at the very least, you can go for something like, at the very least. But it looks pretty bad though. You can take and knight f3. It doesn't look good.
It's hard.
Do we have something better here? I don't think we do. In knight e5 there's something better. I was thinking actually something along the lines of knight takes e5. Maybe we do this, yeah? Or do we do the other knight? No, actually the other knight I don't think. Actually the other knight looks interesting as well. Let's say we do this. So you take, I got bishop c5. If rook f4, my point is I have this. And b2 hangs also. Take, then somehow I'm a piece up.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the way, yeah? You just sort of ignore it and you just go on with your business. No need for rook f8.
No, e5.
Yeah, rook f8 was not right, yeah. e5, wow. We're just saying that was not possible.
Yeah.
And to me it looks crazy. Oh, maybe it's not so crazy, yeah? There's queen b6 check.
Yeah, that's I think that's the only chance, but I'm not sure, but...
Wow. And then e4 is coming
because
if you don't do it.
I want to have a bishop. I want to have a bishop, the light square bishop to protect the knight on g4, and then yeah, use the bishop to attack after this. That's the only my idea. I don't mind if I need to get to give a pawn, so at least I get the activity to continue my attack there.
I don't think I mean, you have a point, but also I'm thinking that I don't even think he can take.
Hmm?
I don't even think he can take the pawn.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at it. Takes. Queen b6 check.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Knight f2 is massive. It's gonna win material. Because bishop is hanging.
Yeah.
So you cannot try like h3 knight as a king h2
Yeah,
because
yeah.
bishop drops and then this bishop also drops.
Yeah.
So yeah. e5 is a nice move.
Yeah. I just want to have the bishop. I don't care about the tactic first.
Okay, about
because I just want the activity of my pieces.
and
that's
this I
all.
think we insert rook f1 first, yeah? Or we could insert rook f1 first and then knight c5 also looks crushing.
Yeah.
I was thinking you insert this, let's say some line like, I don't know, whatever you do. Doesn't matter how you take. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take e5. And then bishop c5 comes and everything collapses. -9. Woo.
Yeah, I think e5 is a very strong move there.
This was the turning point. Because after that, white was starting to take over.
Yeah.
So even if you're winning, you know, there comes a point in a game where, you know, you have to make the right decision. Because
Of course.
if you don't, then things can turn around. But one position where things are not looking like it will turn around is this one.
it's there.
I'm praying that some sort of turnaround will happen, but it looks so terrible and so disgusting that it seems impossible. But if Faris has lost as well, so not the only one who has students is not in great spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sinhao not doing too great.
Already winning for black.
Oh yeah, your student.
Yeah.
H3 finish, yeah.
Yeah, she already won.
She gone.
She already won.
She gone. Okay.
And that I don't know.
This one resign.
For example,
Rook finish.
Yeah.
2-0. I envy you. What can I say? It must be nice, no? It must be very nice. It must be very, very nice. Okay. Most of it is done.
Yeah.
So let's check out some other stuff.
For your turn one.
I mean, the only other one that we have in the other broadcast, the only one we really need to look at is Power 10.
Already winning. Already won again.
Look at this position. Ready? Boom. Oh yeah, I was just saying that, and the board doesn't look particularly pretty. Apologies. You have to adjust that. The clonal board seems to run a lot. Okay. It seems like every time I open this tab, the board looks different. Yet another reason I don't like really clone now, to be honest. Sorry for having your hopes up. Just editing this real quick. Alright, there we go. Right. No, it looks prettier. And he's won.
Yeah, of course he's won.
Look at this. This is pretty. I was saying it was gonna take a long time. It did not take a long time. It took like 10 minutes. Yeah? Rook c8, king d2, knight f6. Now what? Played knight d4. That pawn is gone, yeah? Rook e1, rook he1, and that pawn is gone. Ooh. And now sacrifice on d6, check, takes, and rook e7. Knight b5, I guess, is the simplest. It's even equal pawns, and all of the black pawns are falling. I think knight b5 and he just resigned, yeah. That would be the most logical thing. I would definitely resign as well. It's like 14 has a million ways to win. The only move that doesn't, the only three moves that don't win are probably rook b7, rook c7, rook d7. Anything else probably even wins, yeah. So yeah, that was that. I guess that's all our games for today, right? Alright. Question this game is stuck. I reckon you probably lost that one. So I think that's it. Yeah, we have a short day at the office, I guess. Right? So yeah. Thank you all very much for tuning into today's stream. It's a short day, which is good. I can go back and record my recap of this game, which will probably come out after this tournament. I will need some time to sort of edit it, but I'll have like sort of a medley of all the best games of this tournament. Yeah, you played knight b5 and it was resigns, I guess. Yeah. So thank you all very much for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow's round starts at 9 a.m. So we're
Tomorrow.
gonna be here
Is tomorrow?
early.
Tomorrow is
Ooh.
it?
Yes, it's a double round tomorrow.
Uh, is it?
It's a single round, then a double round, then a single round, then a double
It's not
round,
free day.
and then the free
It's
day.
not free day. Oh, not free day.
Yeah,
Not
after
free.
the double round. So
Oh.
there are games tomorrow. Yeah. So please tune in if you're free. If you're not, it's alright. But please support if you can. It's just two guys trying to make an honest living. So your support is very much appreciated. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. And let's put an ad. That's the only way to make an honest living, is it? There we go. All right.